Airi-kun! Airi-kun! Airi! Hello everyone! How have you been? Hello! Kun Airi! Today, I am going to absolutely trash or absolutely praise manhwas today. Oh, Esther! Hello! Kun Airi! Airi, 오늘은 무슨 만화들을 가지고 오는지 기대가 되네요. Okay. So, the thing is, so the manhwas that's listed up right now in the website are the ones I'm gonna be ranking, but then I'm gonna be mentioning a lot of the ones like as like an honorary special mention kind of thing, like without ranking them. For example, kinda like Charlotte and her 6 disciples, I think that's the English name of it, or like the Breakers New Wave, for example, because they're basically some of these are I should probably not rank them. I don't want to touch them. And it's kind of really annoying to find the freaking like cover art for them for some reason. I couldn't find the cover, like good quality cover art for them for some reason, but now that I look at it, I don't think it would have mattered because you can barely see the art here anyways. You can barely see like the cover art in like some of these anyways, so I guess it wouldn't have mattered. That's one of the reasons I didn't like put in some of the stuff, because like you couldn't really see it. But look, you can barely see it anyways. It's tiny. It's teeny tiny. Oh no, it's okay. Whatever. I can still mention him. No problem. It wouldn't be an issue. Has Airi read all of this? Airi has read everything on this list and more. Yes. Everything on this list right now, I have read. I might not be up to date for some of them, or I might have read the web novel instead. But yes, I have technically read everything in here. Those aren't even that much. Of course it's not that much because I don't want to find the freaking pictures for every single one of them. That's too many. Are you kidding me? I'm too lazy for something like that. And then there's this thing where if I really like a manhwa, then I drop the manhwa because I'm an impatient I'm a very impatient person, and then I start if there's a web novel for it, then I pick up the web novel instead and start reading it instead. And then the issue with that is once I start reading the web novel version, I'm like, but I already know what happens. Is there a point in reading the manhwa? So there's that. Sometimes that kind of stuff happens. So that's bad Airi. Airi should still read it anyways. Oh wait, Airi knows Korean. Yes, I am very fluent in Korean. Yeah, so there's issues like that, but regardless, everything here I have read, whether it's web novel or regular manhwa. So like just a quick thing. Most of the things that's listed here are like the most of the ones listed here are like the big names. Like the big names. Like none of them here are like the ones that nobody probably heard about. And I did make sure that everything here had like a English version, I think. Cause apparently I could find the English titles for some of these, which was really hard, by the way. It was really hard. No niche titles. I mean, I could mention it like without it being on the list, so don't worry about that. But yeah, a lot of the things here should be like pretty well known for the most part. If you guys want like another list for like people who like, I don't know, there might not be. The only issue is there might not be official English versions of it. That's the only thing I'm worried about, because it's like, oh, Airi recommended me this one manhwa, but oh, whoops, can't read it because it doesn't exist in English scanlations or whatever. BL manhwa tier list? No, I do not read BL, so I can't really help you with that. Maybe Leah can help with that. Leah might have it. Leah might read BL manhwa. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure there's some people in Face Connect that read BL manhwa, but that is not me. So you guys might need to go ask them and stuff for that. Yeah. So if you guys are looking for BL manhwa, I'm sure Leah has nice recommendations. But yeah, otherwise everything here should have English. There should be English versions of everything that's on the list here today, I think. But honestly, some of these are so freaking hard to rank because okay, let me rant about before we get to the rant, I'll start with this first. I'll start with this no. Let's start with this. No. Let's start with this. Okay, so you guys can't really see the picture here, but it's Noblesse. It's Noblesse. So the two main manhwas are usually on Naver Webtoon. That's one of the two big things that manhwas are usually on, or it's on Kakao Page. Those are the two main sites that you can get manhwa from. Legally, of course. Legally. Please support your manhwa people. Read it legally. Support them. But yeah, and Noblesse is one of the OG manhwas from Naver Webtoon. It's from the Naver website. So, it's really old. It's an already completed manhwa. It also has OVAs as well as like animes. Like I think Crunchyroll. I think it was Crunchyroll that like made the anime for this. Cause there's like a few anime like that Crunchyroll like animated. I think Tower of God was also animated. I don't know what else was animated, but yeah, Noblesse was definitely one of the ones that was animated. Pikahi, thank you for the membership. I read Noblesse over 10 years ago and still haven't finished. Okay, so now I can say it. I can say this now. Do not finish it! Do not! It's not worth your time. Do not finish Noblesse. If you're gonna read Noblesse, read only to the good point. Please. Noblesse used to be so good. It had such a great start. The middle point was also nice and fine. It was... Sure, yeah, it was good. It was one of the best manhwas of its time. Ending that bad? No, it's not even the ending that was the issue. It wasn't even the ending that was the issue. It's just the entire later portion of that freaking manhwa just went to the freaking why? It's like it was like freaking Naruto. No, not Naruto. Bleach? No. It's like one of those freaking Shonen Jump mangas where like it's so popular. It's one of the freaking big three or big five or whatever. Until it gets so popular that the publisher or whoever like says, "Don't end it yet. Milk it. Keep going. It's doing so well. Don't you want to make more money off of it?" Yeah, I don't know what you're gonna do because the plot line's basically done, but keep milking it. Keep freaking milking it. That's basically that's basically what happened with Noblesse. Literally what happened with Noblesse. Like, Noblesse was really good until it wasn't. Like, you know it used to be good when like they gave it a freaking animation of all things. Cause it's not a common occurrence for Korean manhwa to have animated series. Like, it's common in like Japan to have their like manga like made into an anime, but then it's not really a common thing in for Korean manhwas. So, what are Korean anime called? That's literally what it's called. Korean anime is manhwa. Like manga in Korean, I guess. The Korean version of manga would be, I guess, manhwa tech, and then the Korean version of anime, I guess you would call manhwa. But yeah, it's not a common occurrence for series like manhwas to get animated, and Noblesse happened to be one of the first ones to get animated, and then they ruined it. Also, I do not recommend the anime for Noblesse. I do not recommend the anime for it. I honestly gave up on it after a bit. I was like, I'm sure it'll be good. And then I was like, No, 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 not like this. I give up on this. I give up on this. No, Yeah, I gave up on it. 국산 애니 뽀로로 아십니까? 당연히 알죠, 뽀로로. 뽀로로 얼마나 귀여운데. 뭐지? 방구쟁이 뿡뿡이도 알고 있어요. 저는 솔직히. Bad adaptation. Yeah. It definitely had a bad adaptation. So for Noblesse, it's good. The art was also good. That was a big up. The Noblesse art was good. The storyline was good, and then it just I don't know what they were thinking. But it started becoming like the worst manhwa ever. Like, I continue to read it because, you know, there's this thing where, like, once you first start it, you have this urge to see it through the end no matter how shitty it is. It's hard to describe that feeling. It's really hard to describe that feeling. But I couldn't. It was so painful. It was so freaking painful. And the thing is, this didn't only happen with freaking Noblesse. Do you remember around what chapter it started to decline? Honestly, I don't really remember too much about what happened for that because it's been a while since Noblesse last released their last chapter. Give me a second. Let's see. Noblesse 만화책. Noblesse 만화책이 I think the last volume came out 2017. Did it come out 2017? Oh no. So, yeah, 연재기가 2007년부터 2019년. Yeah. So, it started in 2007, December 30th. That's when the first chapter came out. And then the last chapter was uploaded to 2019, January 8th. January 8th, 2019, sorry. They put the year in first, so I got confused. But yeah, it aired. I can't really say it aired, right? But basically it went on for I can't math right now. 12 years. Is it? Can I even say 12 years? More like 11 years. More like 11 years. But yeah, Noblesse. Why? Okay, I'm sure like a lot of you guys who have been into the manhwa series for a long time understand. Like, Noblesse used to be one of like the god tiers back then. Soul leveling, no. Back then we used to have Noblesse. Like what were the big three back then? It was like Noblesse, Tower of God, and Noblesse, Tower of God, and God of High School. I think those were the top three back in the days. At that point in time, I think at that certain point in time for webtoons, it used to be those three. The Breaker. Oh yeah. Oh wait, was Breaker back during that time period too? Wasn't Breaker before this? Wait, I thought the Breaker was before this. God of High School was more recent than the other two. Yeah, it was, but wait, give me a second. 브레이커 만화. 브레이커 만화가. Oh yeah, you're right. 구작이 2001년부터 3부가 연재 중이네. Okay, yeah. For Breaker, yeah. Breaker was gonna be one of my my special mentions too, but yeah. So Breaker started 2001 and then ended 2004. The 구작, the prequel basically. And then season 1 started 2007, ended in 2010. Season 2 started 2010 and then ended 2015. And then they had this like 7 whole long year break. And then their newest season, their third season, started last year in May actually, and it's still ongoing. Wait, before we get to the breaker, so Noblesse, where is it gonna go? Sorry. Before we get to talking about the breaker, let me Let me rank Noblesse first. Okay. I wanna give it a good tier just because it was so good, but then the ending was so trash. The ending was so trash. I cannot in my like right mind put it under not good, not bad, because it was bad. It was bad. The entire ending was horrible. The entire latter part of this freaking series was absolute trash, and I want to forget everything I've read in there. But I can't forget about this series because the beginning was so good. The beginning was so good. That's not, but at the same time, I can't say it's absolute trash. I can't say it's absolute trash. So I'm gonna put it in here. Forgettable might discontinue. I mean, it's already completed, but if I could, I want to forget it. It's not forgettable. Just FYI. It's not forgettable. It's not forgettable because it's like one of the OG series. It's one of the OG series. It started out good, the middle was also good, but the ending was absolute trash. If they were able to fix the freaking ending, then I would have probably put it here. Not even here, by the way. I would have put it here, but then the ending was absolute trash, so I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put it here. So are you saying it needs its own tier? Honestly, a lot of the things here... Okay, a lot of the things I've listed here, it's hard to tier list. Because, like, my thoughts are, like, completely different. I should have just made a tier where it was, like, started good, ended like shit. I should have just probably made a tier to, that stated that. Just put unforgettable. Unforgettable in a good way or a bad way, though. That's the problem. Make it. It's kind of too late to make it. But yeah. Wait, can I make it? Actually, can I? In this page, can I make it? I don't know if I can make it. Oh! Ooh, you can. I've never done something like this before. So sorry. Wait. What do I name it though? What do I name it? What should I name this? Good start. Horrible ending. Please let me forget. Forgar. Please let me forgar. Does it save? Yes. Good start, horrible ending. Please let me forget. I don't want to mix. It's not even freaking mix. It ain't even freaking mix. Oh, the color is horrible. The color is horrible. Let's do blue. Let's do blue. Let's do blue. I like blue. I like blue. But yeah, good start. Horrible ending. I want to forget about it if I can, but too bad you can't because it's a freaking. It's one of the manhwas that gets talked about. Disappointing development. Yeah, it was a disappointing development, but that's putting it way too nicely. That's putting it way too nicely. It started good and then became trash. 소녀도 와일드 저기 해당되겠지? 네, 거기에 해당될 거예요 아마도. 제가 여기에 그거를 포함은 안 했지만 만약 제가 여기에 포함했었으면 여기로 해당됐었을 거예요. Yeah, the top 3 manhwa back then all had bad endings from what I've heard. Okay, so this is a huge issue for manhwas in general. This is a huge issue for manhwas in general, but most manhwas, they start good. They start good. The middle's good too. But the ending is absolutely terrible. The ending is literally absolutely horrible. They do not know how to conclude storylines. Why? It doesn't matter how good or bad like it started. Nobody knows how to conclude a freaking manhwa, manga, or whatever. It really triggers me. It really, really does trigger me. I actually just got into manhwa, so this is all informative to me. Okay, yeah. So, you can read Noblesse if you want, but probably pull a Yu Yu Hakusho basically, and then stop it near the middle, maybe. I remember there is technically a good ending point to it, but well, not good ending point per se, like but there is like an okay area to stop at without like ruining everything, without ruining the freaking like entire series for you. But you will have a lot of questions. None of those questions are gonna be answered. Which brings me up to Breakers again. So Breakers, it has several. It was split into several seasons. I did not okay, just FYI, Breakers is not in the picture. Breakers is not in this list, but Breakers, the third part is currently ongoing right now, which is really, really, really stupid. Like, I wanna ask, why? Why did you decide to continue it? Because I remember for a while, the creator of Breaker was like, we're not gonna continue it. After like the second quote-unquote season, the creator of Breaker was like, we're not gonna continue it. And then all of a sudden, in 2022, it goes like, bam! Bada boom, bada bam! Hi, what's up? We have a new season for freaking Breakers just because. And let me tell you, it's horrible. It's horrible. Like, I'm not gonna say it's bad. Like, maybe if it was a standalone, it wouldn't be too bad. But the problem is, it had to live up to its name, considering the previous series, the previous seasons were good. The previous seasons, basically set kind of like No. I'm saying the third season was horrible. The third season was absolutely trash. We're not talking about Noblesse anymore. We're talking about Breaker. Was it a reboot or a side story? Honestly, I gave up after like the first few chapters, the third season, so I can't really say. I don't think it's a side story. It's not a reboot though. It's not a reboot. It is definitely not a reboot because it's in the same story timeline. It's in the same story timeline. My only memory of the Breaker is how much the dude spent in the hospital. This is also true. He was in the hospital really often. But yeah, I remember Breaker being pretty good. I remember the Breaker being like pretty good. Like it started nicely. And then it stopped. It ended, and everybody was like, it's not gonna return. Because the second season was, I believe it was the second season. I don't know if it was the first season or the second season, but it was super, super popular. And then, there were like a lot of issues with it because, there was a lot of hate on it, if I remember correctly, because the amount of quote-unquote pages that were included per chapter decreased a lot. A lot. So it's like, oh, you're waiting all this time for a new chapter. Nope. You literally finished the chapter within 5 seconds. You just scroll and it's over. All that wait for 5 seconds of scrolling. It was that bad. That's how bad it. Okay. Also, Noblesse also had this issue. Except in Noblesse's case, they tried to increase the amount of pages by putting a butt ton of needless white space. Like, there was so much. If you look at the later chapters of Noblesse, there was so much white space in the new, more recent chapters. It was absolutely horrible. Like, okay, you would look at the number of pages and go like, oh, the amount of plot this chapter is pretty good, right? The amount of plot in this chapter looks pretty good. There's like, I don't know, there's like 30 freaking pages or 50 freaking pages. Nope, half of that's white space. Half of that is literally white space. In case of Breakers, they didn't add the white space and it was just short. Scroll and it's done. That's literally all there was to it. Like, Japanese manga also have this issue. I know certain monthly and like quarterly mangas that release just like 16 pages and it's done. I forgot which one it was. Was it World Trigger? No, it's not World Trigger. It was something else. There was like this one manga. Was it D Gray Man? I think it was D Gray Man. think it was D Greyman. Was it D Greyman? But yeah, there were. It's like gotta save a. Like, they're not even drawing it on paper. They're not even drawing it on paper. Why? It's so freaking stupid. But yeah, regardless, Breaker was good, and then it started getting bad. Same thing as Noblesse, and then the most recent season for the Breaker, like people didn't think it was gonna happen, but I guess they wanted to like milk even more money out of it. They wanted to milk even more money out of it, so they decided to continue. And now we have Breaker season 3, which nobody reads, by the way. I don't know a single person that continued to read Breakers. I know a lot of people that were excited for it when it first came out, but they all gave up after like the first 2 chapters of it. First 2, 3, like first 2 or 3 chapters of it. So these long running series. I mean, there's certain long running series that can pull it off well, but Breaker and Noblesse weren't one of them. Breaker and Noblesse weren't one of them. And you know what else was it one of them? You know what else deserves to be in the good start, horrible ending pile? Even if it's not completed yet. You know what else deserves to be here? I know some of you guys are gonna like probably kill me for this. Tower of God. I mean, not Tower of God. The God of High School. Sorry. God of High School. God of High School. Do you guys seriously think God of High School is about God of High School right now? What happened? Like it was actually about being like a frick. It was like about. At first, it was about high school students joining a tournament and trying to win it, and then all of a sudden, look at the main character. He's Son Goku, and then look, oh, there's the gods here, and then there's like mythical people here, and like everybody has divine power, and there's like special abilities and special effects, and like we're gonna bring this person back into life. Oh, this person's actually this person. Oh, but then these are like these 2 people are actually different people. Oh, by the way, she lost her memories. They tried to put in so much cliches. These are freaking high schoolers. These are freaking high schoolers! Are you kidding me? The God of High School? What God of High School? Okay, I see the God portion, but where's the high school portion? Where the fuck is the high school portion? Reviving characters always makes a series lame. Hey, take that back. Dragon Ball would like to talk to you. Dragon Ball would like to talk with you. Reviving character doesn't always make a series lame. If you can pull it off well, then it's fine. It's just the way God of High School pulled it off. Nope. Nuh-uh. So it honestly deserves in good start, horrible ending. Good start, horrible ending. How many times has humanity got eaten already? Exactly, that's another thing. Like every single time something freaking happens in the series, it's supposed to be about freaking high school students, but like the world ends up ending over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And I'm just like, how many times are you guys gonna try to freaking save the world or destroy the world or make up your freaking minds? And sometimes like the plot changes. Like you would think what a series would have like a solid like a conflict and a resolution, right? No, that's not what this thing had. It was all over the place. This thing was literally all over the place, and they were introducing like gods left, right, up and down. So it was. I'm sorry, God of High School lovers, but it started good, but that. What do you mean, Airi? Did you experience it during high school? Of course not. If I did, I wouldn't even be here right now. My house would be destroyed. But yeah, it sounds like how high school students evaluate their problems. No, this literally sounds like a high schoolers that's facing like a chuny phase. These sounds like students that are facing a chuny phase right now. It's Chuny face students! Literally Chuny face students! Everything's happening in their minds! There's no way this is actually happening! What the fuck's happened? So I'm gonna say, good start, horrible middle, and horrible ending. I mean, I don't think it's ended yet, right? It's still ongoing, right? Isn't it still ongoing? Let me check. The God of High School. Ah, wait. The God of High School. 이라고 써야 되나? The God of High School. 에? 어디 있어? 여기 있다. The God of High School. 아, 끝났네. Oh, it's completed. It ended. It started 2011. It started 2011 April 8th, and then the last chapter came out 2022 November 3rd. So it went on for 11 years. This one also went on for 11 years. I didn't know it ended. Huh. I guess it ended. Whatever. But yeah, it belongs here. It belongs here. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the best. And actually, speaking of Neighbor Webtoons, there was another series from Neighbor Webtoons that belongs in here. There is another one that belongs in here. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have made this tier because everything's going in this tier right now. 연랩전사. 연랩전사, I think the English is hardcore leveling warrior. I think it's a hardcore leveling warrior. I don't remember what the official English name is, but I think the Korean name for this is 연랩전사. The English name for this, I think, is hardcore leveling warrior. Yeah. Hardcore leveling warrior. This is also in Naver Webtoons. It had 2 seasons. It wasn't as long as The God of High School and Noblesse. Season 1, I'm not gonna lie, Season 1 was amazing. I loved Season 1. And then Season 2 happened. Like, Season 2 didn't start out too badly. Season 2 didn't start out too badly, I'm not gonna lie. But if you guys ever got to the ending of the 2nd season, yes, I did actually read this from start to end. I can't believe I was able to convince myself to finish it, but it was trash. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was Neighbor basically telling the creator of Hardcore Leveling Warrior to like hurry up and end the series or something. I literally don't know what happened. Hardcore Leveling Warrior was one of the series that did really well. They had a lot of collaborations with games, like and it had its own game too, based on the world, the gaming world, the Hardcore Leveling world took place in. Which I don't remember the name of right now. I think it was Lucid. Was it called Lucid? I think. 잠깐만. 연랩전사가 여기에서 여기로 가면 I'm pretty sure it had like a game. Oh yeah. It had the Lucid Adventure mobile game just for itself, and then it had collaborations with 2 other games. They were both Korean, but one of the games were actually in English as well, which is the Hero Kantare. I don't know how you pronounce that word, but in Korean it's Hero Kantare, and then that was basically a mobile game where all the Neighbor Webtoon characters got together, and I actually played this game. It wasn't a bad series, definitely. It basically had all the good all the pop I'm not gonna say good. It had all the popular series. It had Noblesse, it had Tower of God, it had the tutor. I don't know the English title, but tutorial tabe goinmul. Basically, they had everything. They had a lot of series included in it, but it was that popular. It was that popular. It had games based. It had game collabs with it. It had a game itself for it, like Shonen Jump games. Yeah, it was kind of like a Shonen Jump game for the mobile, but it was bad. The ending was so. It had so much potential. Like, you guys don't understand. The second series has so much potential. It might be because I have this obsession with like good guys going evil. Cause I'm not gonna try to say too much spoilers, but it had the potential of being able to pull off a very good main character goes evil kind of thing. It had so much potential to pull that off well, but they ruined it. They ruined it. Like the final boss battle. You can't even call that a final boss battle. The disappointment in the final boss battle, do you know how bad the disappointment in it is? It was like freaking playing Warhammer 40k Space Marines. That's what the final boss felt like. No, it felt worse than that. It felt worse than that. It was literally worse than that. It was worse than the Space Marines final boss. That's how bad the final boss fight is. Like, what the heck? Deleting the entire world? You, a freaking virus? A freaking virus is gonna try and delete the entire real world because she has mental issues, or like she has like a, I don't know. What the fuck is it? Are you freaking kidding me? Plot line. What did you do with the plot line? Yeah, I agree. The final battle was stupid. No, it was beyond stupid. It was beyond stupid. It was beyond stupid. No, Leah was way better than her. Leah was way better than her. You can't compare Leah with somebody like that. That's like shitting on Leah basically. That's no. If Leah went Maverick, she would still be better. That's how horrible the final boss was. This had so much potential. If they were able to pull off like the later part of season 2 better, I would have probably put it here. That's how decent it was. And then the season 2 happened. And then the ending of season 2 happened. They completely time to fill up the blue tier. No. Because we've been trashing on a lot of Naver webtoons, let's try to talk about good Naver webtoon for once then. There's this thing. A lot of you guys probably haven't heard about this, but this one, it's called 죽음에 관하여. The English name for this, I believe, is about death. This is about death. I mentioned this to people before during my debut 2.0 stream, I think. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this to people during my debut 2.0 stream. Instantly got tier. This goes instantly got tier. One of the only Naver webtoons that probably deserves the god tier ranking. 두 번 다시 없을 만하지? Exactly. Yeah. See, the people here is agree. The people who read it agree. It's one of the manhwas that it probably can't come out twice. It can't come out twice. It's a manhwa that can never happen again, basically. It's not a long read. It's not a long read. It's actually 잠깐만. 이게 죽음에 관하여가 몇 장이지? 죽음에 관하여. What is it about? It's literally about death. I don't know how else to describe it. 죽음에 관하여인가? 죽음에 관하여. 죽음에 관하여. It was only out for 6 months. It started 2012 in August and then ended in 2013 February. So it's not a long one. It's not a long one. It is actually available in English, but I don't know if it's free. I have no idea if it's free. But God tier. Instantly God tier. If you read it from like the actual like official webtoon, they Neighbor webtoon has this thing where they include BGMs and stuff. The BGMs were also so freaking fitting when you were reading it. No, it's literally every single chapter of About Death is, well, about separate. It is depressing. So maybe if you have actually no, even if you have depression issues, I think this is still a good read. Even if you have depression issues, I still think it's a good read. But it's very dark. Dark humor, I guess you could say. It's very serious, has dark humor. It's about, is it afterlife speculation or like talking about people? It's kind of a mix of both. It's about people's regrets, like so basically there's a quote-unquote god, and what happens in each chapter is here. This is what it says. 가는 길에 심심한데 네 이야기는 한번 듣지. So it's after a person dies, the god character dude, the guy you see over here. This is the god who can like shapeshift and blah blah blah. But yeah, he talks to the person who died, and then he tells them, because you have a long road ahead of you, let me hear your story. And then the guy or the people who died start telling their story about what happened, how they died, their regrets, and like whatever, whatnot. It's not really a action adventure like romance kind of thing. It's more like of I can't even say slice of life. It's not cute. It's definitely not cute. It's really, really, really dark. It's dark. It gets real super fast, but it's amazing. It's amazing. It's episodic. Yeah. Every chapter is standalone, so you don't need to read other chapters in order to figure out what's happening. So you can like just read every single chapter by itself, and it's really, really, really good. This is one of the only manhwas I'm gonna like say straight out. I recommend it 100%. You guys should read it. It's amazing. Reminds me of the 3 men in a refrigerator taking to death joke. I don't know what that one is, but for example, is there an example I can give to you guys? Here. 외전도 있었구나. 외전이 있었는지 몰랐네. There's 21, 22, 23, 24. There's like 24 chapters. There's 24 chapters. And then 리버독? 리버스독? Which one? One of the episodes was about a dog, I think. And then there's a lot of like I don't know how to describe it. There's like also there's this one thing where it's like there's this one episode where it's about like a murderer. Like one episode, like it's like a two episode kind of thing. Two season kind of thing where like the first part of that arc or whatever is about the people that just got murdered, and then the second part is about the murderer. So it's, I don't know, it's really good. I can't describe it. I can't find a way to describe it. All I'm gonna say is it's deep, it's dark. So if you guys want to read it, if there's anything I can recommend to you guys manhwa wise, it would be this, About Death. It's Neighbor webtoons. Since you put it in God tier, I've read 2 chapters, can confirm it's good. Right! It's amazing! But just know that it's not what you guys probably expect from a manhwa. It's not gonna have action, it's not gonna have adventure, it's not gonna have romance, it's not gonna have cliche shit. It's not gonna have cliche stuff. It's, I mean, I wouldn't recommend to a kid. I wouldn't recommend it to a kid, though. I would. Does it have mystery? I wouldn't say it has mystery. It's more suspenseful than mystery. It has a lot of tension. Yeah, it has a lot of tension. It definitely has a lot of tension. But yeah, I do recommend this. This is probably the only thing on this entire list that I will 100% recommend. God tier, fight me, read it. God tier, fight me, read it. And actually, I'm just gonna put this here. I'm just gonna put the green thing all the way in the bottom. No, I'm not. It's not smart. No. Holy heck no. I'm not gonna read stuff like that. Are you kidding me? But yeah, no, it's not. It's about life. It's basically about life, and it's about death. And it's about people who experience it and their like afterlife thoughts, basically, and how they feel about it. Anyways, the next one. Which one should we go for next? Oh, I didn't include solo leveling. What do you know? Oh wait, no, solo leveling is here. You guys are blind. See it. You guys see it. What's the English name? It's About Death. ABOUTDEATH. It's called About Death. Oh, while you guys are talking about like Korean smut kind of stuff, Korea is super strict when it comes to age restriction kind of stuff. Like how do I explain it? So like for example on Kakao page, the manhwa, web novels, and whatever else, it's split into two basically. There's the anybody can read section, and then there's the rated 15 and up. So that means in global age it's gonna be rated 16 years old and higher. The only way you can read the 16 and up stuff. No. VPNs don't work. The only way to read the 16 and up stuff in well, the legal official ones anyways is you need to do a cell phone check. No, Korean social security number as well, but it's also a cell phone check. So they send a text message to a phone, and then I guess that phone is kind of connected to a Korean social security number. And then you, after they send the text, then you need to confirm it, and then yeah, it's just a bunch of mumbo jumbo. But it's really hard to buy stuff, and it's hard. No, you can't steal your big brother's phone. That's not how it's gonna work. You can't steal your older siblings or your parents' phone unless you're gonna use their phone for everything. Unless you steal their phone for everything, it's not gonna work. Because the phone is basically connected to your Kakao Talk accounts, basically. And if you try to use a cell phone that's not connected to your Kakao Talk account, it's not gonna verify it. So, yeah. Well, another thing you guys could probably do is buy the hard copy if it ever comes out, but that's an entirely different story. And wait, give me a second. And then which one should I talk about? There's like a lot. Oh. No, I can't start off with this one yet. I can't. Not yet. Not this one. Okay. I'm gonna give you guys like a super hard one then. I'm gonna give you guys a super hard one. Where is it? Where did it go? Okay. So this is another neighbor webtoon manhwa. It's called Dice. I'm not even gonna put it in the blue. I'm not gonna put it in the blue. What's it about? It's about people using dice in order to change their stats, whether it's like a visual, strength, intelligence, wisdom, etc. Yeah, the start was good. The idea that DICE used was really good. But yeah, you need to do quests that like the quote-unquote god sends over to you. And then if you manage to do said quest, you're gonna get dice. You're gonna get dice or die, whatever the plural for dice. You get the dice, you roll the die, and depending on what number you get in the die, you add it to your quote-unquote stats, whether it's like just like your visual looks, your intelligence. So like, oh, if you're ugly, I guess you can put it in your visual stats. That's what the main character did. Or maybe if you're like tiny and like not the very athletic type, then I guess you can put it inside your strength stuff. And then there's a freaking test in like calculus tomorrow. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna study? Nah, I'm gonna put some dice stat points into intelligence. Oh yeah, I think luck was also a stat in this game. Or game, sorry. In the series. I believe luck was a stat. I believe luck was a stat. But the idea was really nice. The idea was good, but the execution that happened later on, the execution was not the best. Execution was not the best. Like it covered a few dark topics, sure. They covered it okay-ishly, I guess. Cause like bullying is like a super sensitive topic in Korea, and they went over that a lot. So there was a lot of stuff going on, and that was just the school portion of it. And then later on they start going like ham, and there it's like, oh, we're destroying the world, we're going over the world, oh, this guy's not. I don't even want to talk about it. It was bad. Just know that it was bad. It had a good idea, it had a great idea, but they handled it horribly. Yeah, exactly. Execution was boring, but the idea was good. I would definitely read it if they did a reboot with like an actual person who knows how to execute stories well. Yeah, basically just another edgy edgelord manhwa. It's just basically another edgy edgelord manhwa. That's basically what DICE is. But it's really disappointing. It's really disappointing because the idea really was good. The idea was so good. But they ruined it. The execution was actually trash. The execution was actually trash. What manhwa is the god tier? The manhwa at god tier is called About Death. Here, because I need to announce it to the world. God tier. God tiers. God tier manhwa's name is About Death. Here, I'll just put it here for now. I'll just put it in here for now because I don't know if anything else is gonna like belong in the god tier, honestly. I feel like only About Death belongs in that section so far, so I can't really say much. But yeah, the name in god tier is called About Death. Just a repeat. And then there can only be one. But yeah, I mean, when I say god tier, it's like a manhwa you can read over and over again and you still don't get sick of it. It's a manhwa that you can read over and over again, but won't get sick of it. That's what I think when I think god tier. Anyways, so yeah, DICE, it's trash. Don't touch it. Maybe you could have done it again. Maybe if like they did a better execution, I could have recommended it, and it would have probably been in here. But no, it was absolutely horrible. Don't bother. Do not bother. Maybe they'll remake. Remake what? DICE? You guys don't understand. Like, if you go to the Korean webtoons, like, the chapters for DICE in the Korean webtoons, official Korean webtoons, literally everybody in the comments is shitting on the freaking manga. They're like, wow. They're basically like, wow, you should just give up. You should just stop. Can you stop? How is it that a manga gets worse and worse? Shouldn't you be getting better after a break? But you got worse after a break. Why is it so bad? So bad. Just give up. And then like the ranking, because not the ranking, the rating. It used to be still somewhat high up when it first started, but then once it started doing bad, like it got pretty savage. Like, yeah, the Korean comments, the Korean netizens, when it comes to things like these, they're pretty savage. They can get pretty savage. So like it tanked from like 9.8 rating to like 6 point something, I think. Did you do that too? No, I feel really bad when I leave like hate comments like that. So I just don't comment. If I must, I just do out of 5-star rating. I don't say anything. I just rate it. Is netizen an actual term? Yes, it's a net citizen. And it's a term that's used super often in Korean internet, basically. But yeah, a lot of people really started hating on DICE after the first break, I think. No, after the first season, everybody started hating on it because it got really bad. Did you finish DICE? Yes. I can't believe I managed to finish it. Yes, I did manage to finish it. It's bad. Don't even bother. Don't bother, okay? That's all I'm gonna tell you guys. Don't bother with it. It's bad. Stop. It got really slow. Yeah, it got really slow, and it also got nonsensical. And then they added like random ass stuff. It's like, why are you adding this portion? It's stupid. Tenma drinking stream level bad. No, like okay. These three are over here, but this is all the way at the very end. You know there is an issue when I put it all the way over here. 아, 다이스 처음엔 좋았는데 다이스가 처음에 좋긴 좋았는데 그 재밌는 부분이 길지가 않았어요. 아이디어가 진짜 좋았는데 아니 어떻게 만화를 그렇게 Yeah, I'm just not gonna talk about it anymore. DICE is really good though. DICE was good in the beginning. Not to this level though. Like it was good for like the first maybe like 20 chapters. DICE was good for like the first 20-ish chapters, and then it was one of the things you would drop. It had a good premise. It was a good premise. The ending was horrible though. Like they added a bunch of needless things, useless things. The story kind of got weird. The artist also, I don't remember if the artist got lazy, but yeah. What? Cheese? No, I was not talking about cheese. I don't know what you're talking about. Wait, what? Where'd you get the word cheese from? I was not talking about cheese though. What should we talk about next? I don't know what to talk about next. What's a good one to talk about? Should we talk about hard carry? Maybe hard carry. Do a romance one? So not hard carry. Let's do this. 어떤 어머니의 인소의 법칙? Maybe? 인소의 법칙? Okay, let's do 인소의 법칙. So, 인소의 법칙 is, I think the English title for 인소의 법칙 is the Law of Internet Novels? I think that's the English title. Was that the English title? Give me a second. I don't remember what the English title for this is. What's the... I'm pretty sure I wrote it down here somewhere. Yeah, it's Law of Web Novels. It's Law of Web Novels or Law of Internet Novels. It depends where you see the English ones. 한국인도 처음 보는 작품. This airs in Kakao Page. It's currently ongoing. It has a web novel that is completed, but the manhwa is ongoing. I did not read the web novel, so I can't say much. But the manhwa. It's a purely romance manhwa, honestly, but It wasn't bad. It's not bad actually. If I had to give a quick summary about it, I don't know. Okay, so there's a very normal girl. Like there's nothing special about her. Like she's not smart. Her visuals nothing eye-catching. She's just normal. And then she has a best friend. Who's like the prettiest girl like in the school basically, along with like a bunch of other guy friends who are like basically like 사천왕, so it's like the F4 basically of their schools. So yeah, every generic MC. But then the thing is, the main character believes she is in a I believe this is what happened. She believes that she's inside a web novel basically. She believes that she's inside a web novel. Yeah, it's kind of a reverse harem. They don't really implement or enforce the reverse harem portion that much, I believe. But they enforce the love triangle portion a bit more than they do the reverse harem, I believe. So harem, no, I would call it more of a love triangle. It's more love triangle, and I don't know how to describe this one. No, you can't even say it's an isekai. You can't even say it's an isekai. It's hard to say that it's an isekai. It's been such a long time since I read the beginning that I'm like blinking out. But this is you were rooting for the Yuri ending. A lot of okay, so whenever like you know how there's like pairings in different series, right? Whether it's like a manga, anime, drama, or whatever. It's kind of like a reincarnation. Would it be considered reincarnation? I don't know if it would be considered reincarnation. Fourth wall break. It's not really a fourth wall break. It's not really a fourth wall break. Yeah, we call it a shipping, right? In Korean, they call it more so of a stalk. Like, do you know what I'm saying? No, we don't call it meta. If you look at Korean comments, they often talk about 나 이 주식을 살 거야. 나는 뭐지? 이 주식을 살 거야. 저 주식을 살 거야. So basically, they're like, oh, we're gonna buy let's see, 이루다's stock, or we're gonna buy 류천영's stock. Basically, they're saying, oh, I'm gonna buy the stock of this guy, and I'm gonna put all my money on him being the main character, or this guy being like the final these two being the final pairing. That's how Koreans basically phrase it. Yeah, so yeah, literal stock market. It's like betting. No, it's like, yeah, that's basically how people talk about it. So like if you like see Korean comments when it comes to when it comes to manhwas, they're like, oh, I'm gonna put all into like the Iruda stock, for example. I'm confused that it's just a phrase, it's just like a term, it's like just something that they do in the Korean community. But for series like this, they have like a lot of fighting basically. How do you guys not notice? I'm more surprised like you know about it. How do you know about it? It's cause like they don't really talk like that in English. No, they don't actually put money on it. Maybe they might amongst friends, but they don't actually put money in it. They don't actually put money in it. It's just like a phrase, like, you know, like in English, you would say, oh, this is my OTP, like one true pairing. It's kind of like like, yeah, in English you would say one true pairing. In Korean it's like, oh, 나는 이 사람 주식을 살 거야. 올린. 난 이 사람의 주식에 올인. OTP means one time password. No. In like the romance kind of like area, you would call it one true pairing, one top pairing, whatever, something like that. But anyways, I keep going off topic. Oh my gosh. But yeah, Inso and Puptik is more of a slice of life romance kind of thing. There's not really action involved. It's kind of been slow recently. I'm not gonna lie. It's a good series, but it's pretty slow. It's pretty slow. I wish they would speed it up a bit more so that Tangent love, shh, don't talk about it. But yeah, I wish they would speed it up a bit more because they're going through like they're talking about the same things over and over again, and it's in a freaking loop. And then the Iruda like arc was kind of not the best. I think it wasn't the best, but then there's still a bunch of stuff to go. So yeah. Well, the main female character, the main character has an existential crisis every day. The main female character has an existential crisis 24/7. That's basically what's going on. She always ends up comparing herself to like other characters, especially considering that like she's surrounded by like good-looking, smart rich people as her friends. Like literally, one of them's a model and like the youngest son of a CEO. The other guy is also like the son of a CEO. The another guy is like the adopted son of that family, but he's like freaking like a genius and can hack everywhere. The female friend she's not rich. She's not oh no, she is super smart and she's super pretty. 또 누구 있었더라? And oh yeah, and then there's another guy and he's like the top fighter basically. Top fighter. 하나유리 dango all over again. Yeah, I guess if you liked 하나유리 dango, you would like this one as well. Yeah, if you like Hanayori Dango, then you be obsessed with this one as well. They're super protective of her. Yeah, her friend group is very super protective of her, but honestly, it's for a good reason. Her friend group is just super protective of the two girls in general because for the pretty girl, a lot of like people try to take advantage of the pretty girl because like, for example, the guys, if they ask her out and she basically says no or blows them off, like, the guys basically calls her a B. And, like, and as for the girls, when they try to befriend her, because she's pretty, they're just, like, using her in order to, like, get to the guys, basically. Their guy friends. And, like, as for, like, the main character girl, she also gets used by the guys so that the guys can get to the really pretty female friend. And the girls also, same thing. The girls try to use her in order to get in touch with like her male friends. So it's a disaster. It's a disaster. But what else did you expect? It's a cliche. It's a cliche. It is. But then it's just think of it as like one of those romance kind of thing. It's romance, it's slice of life. Is this a K-drama? No, this is better than K-drama because K-drama's freaking I haven't seen a good K-drama in a long time, in ages, years and years and years. I haven't seen a good, decent K-drama in years. So I can't really say much, but yeah. Yeah, Inso and Puptik, I hope they speed things up a bit more because it's been pretty slow. It's been pretty slow, so I would, if it gets any slower than this, I might need to put it here. But until they come back from their break, because they're currently on break, I will put it here. I will put it here. Once it returns, let's see what happens. Otherwise, I'll just leave it there. Yeah, it's ongoing. It's ongoing. The web novel has ended. The manhwa is still ongoing, but I have not read the web novel for this one, so I'm just gonna keep it here. And then let's see what else. What's another one that I can rate? How about but I've been doing a lot of webtoons once. Skeleton Boy. You want Skeleton Boy? Did I put Skeleton Boy in here? I think I did put Skeleton. Oh, okay. So what is this called again? What's the English title for this? The English, it's like 해골병사는 던전을 지키지 못했다. So it's like the skeleton warrior couldn't protect the dungeon. If I did a direct translation. Oh, so I was right. Skeleton couldn't protect the dungeon. This one. This one. Isn't that a web novel? There's a lot of web novels that is also webtoons basically. This one. If I could put it in between. I would put it in between these two. Not good, not bad. Great, but not mind-blowing. I wouldn't say it's the best, but at the same time, I don't think it's average. I am being honest. It kind of belongs somewhere between these two. If there was a tier over here, because okay, let's talk about this. In the beginning of the series, wait, what? Wait, hold on. The one with the red hair didn't have a horrible ending though. Are you talking about hardcore leveling warrior? No, hardcore leveling warrior. If we're talking about season 2, had a horrible ending. Season 1 had a good ending. Season 2 had a horrible ending. Or well, just know that these are all my opinions. Some people might have enjoyed it. Some people might not have enjoyed it. But yeah, these are just like purely based on my personal opinions. But second season wasn't the best ending. But yeah, Skeleton Warrior, I would say, is between the great and the not good and not bad. For a few reasons. One, I mean, it's a good series, but okay, just hear me out. One, near the beginning, it was all over the place. Skeleton Warrior isn't complete yet. I think the web novel might be complete. Wait, let me check. Let me open my Kakao page. The web novel might be complete, but the manhwa is definitely not completed. It's still ongoing. Let's see. Ooh, new webtoon. I'll check this out after stream. Sorry that you had to hear that. 잠깐만. 해골병사는 던전을 지키지 못했다. Oh, the novel's still going on too. Yeah, the web novel's still ongoing. The web novel's still ongoing. The web novel is still ongoing. I'm gonna be brutally honest here, okay? I know some of you guys like it. I know some of you guys don't like it. But beginning, it was all over the place. Literally all over the place. Season 1 was kind of Season 1 was kind of Like, it was easy to get confused with. Because like, this happened and then he died, and then this happened and then he died, and then all of a sudden there's like a necromancer out of nowhere, and then like, what's going on? What the heck is going on? I don't understand. But then it gets better later on. It gets better later on. The flow was super bad. The flow was super bad in the beginning of the series. And then they started improving. They started improving like the flow of the story, and it got a bit better. No, it wasn't even world building. It was just like too back and forth. There was too much going on all at the same time, and they were just like trying to stuff it in your brain. And then it started getting good. And then like they stabilized the flow. A bunch of stuff started happening, and it wasn't like freaking the Melancholy of Suzumiya Haruhi season 2, where like they're doing the same things over and over and over and over and over again. They actually change stuff bit by bit, and like it makes a difference. Unlike the Melancholy of... I'm sorry for the people who like season 2 of Suzumiya Haruhi, but you have to admit, season 2 of Suzumiya Haruhi was, oh my gosh, for how popular it was, that was such a... That was self-sabotage. That was literally self-sabotage. Anyways, this series did not pull off Haruhi, the season 2 of Haruhi. Yes, the Endless A. This series did not pull off season 2 of Haruhi, but it was still like it stabilized and it got good, and then the world line changed. The world line changed. And then it started kind of getting weird. Things started taking a different point, and now at this point in time it's like a completely different story compared to when it first started. And I feel like it's been dragging a lot. By the way, my favorite character in this series is Isaac. Hello, Isaac, you're the best. But yeah, those were my two. If it wasn't so back and forth in the beginning, and if they did it like they pulled the world chains in a better way, I guess. Yeah, Isaac is not here. Oh, I'm so sad that they got rid of Isaac. But who knows? You like the crow? Yes, I love the crow. I love the crow. It's so hard to say. In the beginning, like the middle was the best. For this particular series, it's still ongoing. But so far, so bad. The middle has been the best. The beginning was... They could have done the flow better. Yeah, it did pick up. Like, when I first started it, I was like, this is kind of, I don't know. And then it picked up. The story picked up, and I was like, oh, this is actually a super good series. And then the world line changed. And then it started dragging a lot. So let's see what happens in the when it comes back, because I believe it's still on break. Is it still on break? When's the last time the new one came up? 잠깐만요. Wait, why does it say completed? 뭐지 이거? 이거 끝난 거 아닌데? 뭐야 이거? The series didn't end. What are you oh, they're talking about that. Oh. Yeah, I think it's on break. I believe it's on break right now. But I'll put it. It's not on break. Are you guys talking about... Okay, by the way, when I say break or finish, I'm talking about it in purely terms of Korean, like, Korean timeline, okay? Because I don't read I read it in Korean Ross. Did they? I don't remember. But yeah, I'm not sure. But I will put this here. Until I see like the 5 new chapters. In 5 no, but I'm saying this because everything here I read in Korean. I don't read in English. I read it as it comes out in Korean. Like how do I do it? Like this is a Tuesday manhwa. It comes out in Kakao Page on Tuesdays, I believe. I'm getting my dates confused. Yeah, I read it in the original release, not the translation release dates. I read it in Korean. But yeah, I might be wrong. Cause as I said, I'm not like completely up to date with some of these manhwas because I've been pretty busy recently. So I might be like a few chapters behind. Yeah, I'll put it in here. If the recent chapters continue being the way it is, it might need to get demoted to here. But for now, I'll put it here. What else should I talk about? What should I mention next? What should I mention next? What should I mention next? Yeah, at this rate, I think About Us is gonna be the only god tier. Oh, this one. This is another romance one because I've been doing so many action ones. Let me go over some of the romance ones. This is I think the English title for this is Abandoned Empress. Abandoned Empress was probably the starting point for like a lot of romance lovers in terms of Korean manhwa. I did watch I did read the web novel version of this already before I finished the manhwa. The manhwa and the web novel are not the same. The storyline is actually different. Abandoned Empress is about like the main female character. She marries like the king, crown prince, whatever, and then the crown prince falls in love with a girl that isekais, and then like she became the scapegoat, like. So they kill her, and then she goes back into the past, and she wants nothing to do with the crown prince again. But wow, spoiler alert! She gets with the crown prince in the end. Although there's so many better freaking guy options. There's political stuff. That's every romance manhwa, including the part about going back to the past. I wouldn't say that for 여신강님. She doesn't go to the past. She doesn't go to the past. This isn't really going back to the past either. But yeah. How's she an empress then? Because she marries a freaking emperor. She marries a freaking emperor later on. This is a spoiler, but everybody, like literally everybody, if you look at the comments for the series, every single person was like, do not put her together with the emperor. But then the creator of the series was like, hell no, I'll do as I please. And then she ended up, yeah. This series was actually super popular when it first came out because the beginning was pretty good, but the art was like super nice. The art was super nice, but the plot was horrible. The plot was horrible. The worst girl always wins. I don't know. Like, I don't know how else to describe it except the fact that the plot became trash. Everything became trash. It did not stay true to the web novel, and even if it stayed true to the web novel, it would have been bad. What's the name of this one again? It's called Abandoned Empress. Oh no, do not talk about worst girl. If we start talking about best girl and worst girl stuff, I'm gonna start talking about Nisekoi. Anyways, before I get off tangent again, all I can say about Abandoned Empress is art was nice. Story was bad. By the way, the red hair dude was my favorite if anybody asks. The red hair dude was my favorite if anybody asks. Bad story. Good art, bad story. And then wow, I didn't put that much romance stuff into this, huh? I didn't put a lot of romance into this. This is fine. There's a lot of Kakao page ones we haven't gone over, so okay, then let's talk about these two. There's actually supposed to be a third one. It's like a triangle. A lot of I didn't know this until my cousin told me, but a lot of BL lovers refer to this as like the Three Musketeers, basically. Which is ORV, Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint, 내가 키운 Sculptor, which is the S classes that I raised, and then there's a third one. What's the English name for this? It's like trash Duke something something. Bangnani. Oh, Trash of the Count's family. Trash of the Count's family. And those three together are like the female favorites, basically. Yeah, the Trash of the Count family. So Trash of the Count family, ORV, and the S classes that I raised make up like a Three Musketeer triangle for a lot of female BL lovers. Cause I honestly don't see it, but okay, yeah. I didn't read Trash of the Count family, so I can't really say. But for ORV, for those of you guys who read ORV, there's the Yoo Jung-hyuk and Kim Dok-ja, right? So like the main character of the original story and the main character of the story we ORV is, right? BL lovers love that pairing. BL lovers are absolutely crazy for that pairing. Korean BL lovers are literally like, that's one of the like best BL pairings for them. And then from 내가 키운 Sculptor, which is the Sigub wow, why am I blanking on the English title? The S classes that I raised, there's oh my gosh, I forgot his name. The blonde dude. The guild leader, not the brother, but they also ship the brother with the main character for the S classes that I raised. But I forget his name because the manhwa is actually bad. The evil blonde dude. No, there's no evil blonde dude here. Oh wait, the S classes that I raised. Give me a second. I need to figure out what his name was because this is bothering me. Where is it? No, it's not Noah. Ah! 성현재. 성현재. So, Jupiter. Is that what his guild is called in English? 세상 guild. But yeah, so those two, along with Noah and him, as well as his brother and him. Basically, everybody is shipped with the main freaking character by the BL lovers. And for the Trash of the Count family, same thing there. Everybody is freaking paired up with the main character. So honestly, ORV is the only one where like the main character is only shipped with like one of the guys. What's the... Because he's a house husband. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm getting off topic. But yeah, those three are, surprisingly, those, for you guys probably, those three are the Three Musketeers for the BL lovers in the Korean fandom. I used to like this. But if we're talking about it purely in terms of manhwa, what is this one? This is the S classes that I raised. If we're talking about the S classes that I raised purely in terms of manhwa and like not web novel and stuff, I'm sorry. I actually do have merch from this series. But the manhwa adaptation was pretty bad. A lot of people had high expectations for the series. So a lot of like the BL lovers obviously had like a lot of expectations for the series, but it did not meet expectations. The execution was bad and the art style, I guess, was not really up to their standards as well, basically. But yeah, the S classes that I raised, if we're just talking about it purely in terms of manhwa, I would not recommend it. The web novel is a bit better. I would put the web novel under like maybe in between these two. But if we're talking about web novel, I would put it here. What's a BL lover? BL lover is a boy love, yaoi, etc., etc. I mean, honestly, if I could, I would put this in between the forgettable and the absolute trash. The web novel, honestly, is better. I prefer the web novel version for this over the manhwa version of this. I still do read it though. I finished this. This, I don't know. The manhwa adaptation wasn't the best. I'll give you credit, Blue isn't filled. Not yet. That's fairly harsh, even though it does need to get better. It needs to get better. I know it can get better. That's the thing. As somebody who reads the web novel for this, I know it can get better, but they're just not executing it correctly. I don't know why. The Aizen and Abandoned Empress is way worse. It is. But at the same time, I can't bring myself to put this over here completely. Is it like the art or the pacing? Both. I would say both. And the execution. The execution wasn't the best either. And anyways, moving on. Because I don't wanna stay too long on that topic, because oh my gosh, it's already been an hour and 30 minutes and we're not even done with half of this list yet. ORV. Great, but not mind-blowing. If I could, I would put it in between God tier and great. For ORV, if I could, I would put it in between God tier and great. But there's like a few things that bother me about ORV. There's a few things like maybe move it more to the left, but left and right doesn't really matter. I'm not ranking it from left to right. I'm just putting it into tiers. The issue with this one, like, this was actually amazing. I loved ORV. I like absolutely loved ORV. I reread the web novel for ORV like 3 times, I think. Yeah, I read the web novel for ORV like 3 times, and I am up to date with the most recent chapter of the manhwa, I believe. Yeah, I really like ORV. That's why I'm like, I don't know if I should put it here or here, because the only issue, yes, I read the entire web novel 3 times because the web novel is actually completed. I have the web novel set at home in Korean. I also have ORV official merches and stuff. Yes, I love ORV. But I can't put it in the same tier as About Death. Because 2 things. About Death is still way better than ORV in my opinion. I'm sorry. I don't know how to explain. I really love ORV. ORV, Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. It's one of my most favorite manhwa. I love it to death, but I can't bring myself to put it in the same tier as About Death, which is like literally on another tier. And the second reason is, as somebody who finished the manhwa, I'm kind of worried about how they're gonna execute some of the things near the end. As somebody who read the web novel like 3 times before, I'm kind of worried about how the executions come out for the later parts. So that's the only reason. But if they can execute it better, then I would put it here. But honestly, we will need to get back to this when the manhwa ends. Cause it's kind of Well, the current arc is different from the web novel. It is a bit different from the web novel, but it still has like the main point, which is the Orochi arc. So beating Orochi, it has the same like idea, like main point. But I'm kind of... All you guys need to know is that so far, web novel wise, I really like this. But the ending might kind of be worrying once it gets to the manhwa. I hope manhwa is able to do something about the ending a bit better. So that's all I can say. But in terms of like plot, storyline, character development, and everything, I love ORV to death. Just know this. Just know this. If they're able to execute the ending well, or if they're able to make a good ending for it, I would put it here. I would put it here if they prove themselves. But until they prove themselves with how they're gonna deal with the ending, I'll put it under here. More so like in between these two, but yeah, you guys get the point. So ORB goes here. And then let's see. Is it time to talk about solo leveling? Maybe it's time to talk about solo leveling. Solo leveling. Yeah, let's talk about solo leveling. Solo leveling, solo leveling. I would put it in between great and not bad. I would put it... I know a lot of people probably think it belongs here. But I would put it in between these two. Because, one, I think it's way overhyped. It's way overhyped. Like, oh my gosh. I didn't expect everybody to like go that crazy about it. And then second is the art is really great. The art is really consistent and great. So in that way it's good. But I don't know why it's so overhyped. Like the storyline, okay, like it's not bad. That's the thing. It's not bad, but it's not, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. It's literally, I don't understand. It's not bad, but it's not amazing. Like, I used to like it, but that's all there is to it. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, this is so mind-blowing. I love it so much. I mean, I like it. I have merches for it. I actually have the actual books for this. But I wouldn't say... I'd still recommend that people read it. I would still recommend that people would read it. But I feel like they made the main character overpowered way too fast. They made the main character like Mary Sue too fast. I feel like they didn't have enough like development arc. I feel they rushed it. They rushed it too much, basically. I don't know how else to describe it. There was like too big of a power jump here and there, which kind of bothered me a lot. Yeah, not enough build up. Not enough build up, definitely. People say this is god tier, but that's my opinion on it. The art was really good. The art was really consistent. The story wasn't bad either. The story was pretty much on the good side. But then I feel like, yeah, there wasn't enough struggle going on. There wasn't, cause like everybody knows, because this is a very popular manhwa. The main character was actually started off like pretty weak. The main character, not pretty weak. He was like one of the weakest of the weakest. So it was nice to see him growing. But then the issue was his entire personality, his strength, his power, everything just like accelerated. Accelerate. No, I don't mind the protagonist being overpowered, but then they did it too fast. They went from 0 to 100. They didn't... I would have I would have liked them more if they went more like step by step and step by step. Like that's what makes a good manhwa. If you are able to like not go from 0 to 100 like super fast while at the same time not dragging things on. I feel like solo leveling would have been better if they did that. So if there was like an area I could put this in between this, I would put it here. But then at the same time, ORV is better than solo leveling in my eyes. Yeah, power creeping happened too fast. I hate that I want to see the character struggle to become strong. It helps me feel with the character. And you're not wrong. That's true. This is true. I think the reason people like it so much is because it was from 0 to 100. I don't know. What are your opinions on the changes in the ORV? It could be... Like, you're talking about compared to the manhwa, right? Honestly, I prefer the manhwa more. I prefer, like, the way the I prefer the way the web novel executed more in terms of the ORV current arc over than the manhwa. But that might just be me. It's just personal preference. But yeah, it's so hard. Cause I wanna. It might be on the same tier as Skelly, but at the same time, it's. Would it be in the same tier as ORV though? That's the issue. Some people like the 0 to 100 gimmick, but then his entire personality did like a 0 to 100 as well. That's the thing. There was no gradual change in his personality. He just did a complete 180. He literally did a complete 180 in terms of personality. He went from like scared coward dude to like edgy dude in like within like two chapters, I think. This change happened within like 2 chapters, I swear. So that was way too fast. Overhyped. Still good. Overhyped, not bad, but still good. Basically, that's what I think. But still, but the art was good. That's the issue. The art was actually amazing. I'm trying to like compare it to the other ones here. Art does not make a great manhwa, but art does play a huge role when it comes to manhwa. Art does play a huge role when it comes to manhwa. You say the ending though, but the epilogue storyline epilogue or something is like happening right now. Yeah, bad art is hard to get past. It's kind of hard to read a good manhwa if like it has super bad. Yeah. Maybe bring Skeleton Boy down. Let me drink some. What do you mean solo leveling has an ending? Yes, it does have an ending. Solo leveling manhwa ended and it's currently a few chapters into the epilogue right now. But the artist for the original solo leveling actually passed away. So the assistant of solo leveling, the assistants of the artists of the solo leveling are actually working on the epilogue for him. Yeah, please don't post spoilers. I'm trying not to like straight out say like the storyline right now. So I don't spoil anybody in case people are not up to date or want to actually try reading it. Stay away from spoilers. Don't say spoilers. Shh. No spoilers in here. Oh my gosh, this is hard. This is hard. This is kind of hard. Oh no. I'll put it here. I'll put it here. I'll put it here for now. Meaning, you guys know what this means. Since we were talking about solo leveling, we're gonna talk about this. A lot of people don't know about this one. It's called Togurwang, and it's I think it's called Tomb Raiders in English. Yeah, Tomb Raider. The art style for this improved a lot too. It actually ended recently. It ended last week. The last chapter came up last week, and this manhwa was kind of amazing in that they posted 2 chapters of the manhwa per week. They posted 2 chapters of the manhwa per week. I don't remember how many chapters it ended up having, but they were super like fast with the releases, and they put a lot of work into it. The storyline wasn't bad either, so I gotta put it here. Artist actually goes to, what is it about? It's, how do I describe it? Here. Let me get a. It does, but they ended up pulling it off. Pulling it off really well. Yeah, it's about I was about to say it's not about stealing relics, but then I think about it and then I was like, oh wait, it kind of is about stealing relics. Yeah, I'm gonna get you guys the official synopsis of it. Here, where is the one? Okay, so Tom, hey, I'm sorry for having. Oh no, why are you doing that? Okay. Where's like the main synopsis for this? So. It's not a reincarnation. It's like more about going back in time kind of thing. This is more about going back in the time, like the main character and like his entire team died, and when he woke up after being died, he ends up being brought back into the past. That's not really a spoiler. That happens in the first chapter basically. And here's the introduction to the series. God's tome started to appear around the world. Due to the relics within these tomes, many were able to wield these legendary powers for themselves, while others became enslaved to these users. However, a Tomb Raider appears with the purpose of robbing these relics. The Tomb Raider King. So basically, they're going around into tomes that just like appear out of nowhere. More so than tomes, I would call it dungeons, basically. And then in those dungeons, there's these relics that have like special powers basically. It might be useless, it might be useful, it might be like a weapon type, it might be a defensive type, it might be like it might, for example, be like a camera that takes pictures and then you can see a future in it, or it might be like a rope. it might be a rope that just like ties things up very well. I would say, yeah, the relics are based off of myths, legends, and stories. Manhwa? No, wasn't it manhwa? I thought it was manhwa, not manhwa. Am I getting it confused? I'm actually not sure. I thought it was manhwa. I might be wrong. I thought it was manhwa. I was pretty sure it was manhwa. Yeah. Cause let me check just in case. I can barely make out any of these titles. Yeah, that's why I'm just straight out saying the names just now. Yeah, it's manhwa. It's not manhwa. Yeah, I was about to say I was pretty sure it was manhwa, but yeah. So yeah, the relics have special powers. They're all based on like myths, legends, stories. So there might be like a Iron made John kind of relic by or there might be like a mask related thing that like helps you disguise yourself, etc. It's really good. It doesn't drag too long, I feel. It might be because they posted 2 chapters a week. That might be why. But if you guys want a long read, this is fine. But the only one of the reasons it's not in God tier though is that the ending I still don't think was the best. I don't think the ending was the best as usual. And then they left like a few questions unanswered, including about the rope basically. There was a issue where like they didn't really just explain what was going on with the rope. Which manhwa? Tomb Raider, this one. 도굴왕. So I honestly think it was okay. I think it was pretty good. 아까 한국 거는 만화, 중국 거는 만화로 쓰는 거구나. 네, 스펠링이 좀 틀려요. Is there a way to rewatch this? Yeah. The VOD for this is gonna be up, so you guys can watch it later. That's not to pronounce. That's not. Wait, isn't it Tomb Raider? Yeah, Tomb. Isn't it Tomb? I can't. This is hard. But regardless, a Tomb Raider. Okay, Tomb Raider. Yeah. Tomb Raider King. That's what it's called. Tomb, not Tome. Okay, sorry. Thank you. Tomb Raider King. But yeah, 도굴왕. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I don't know what else to say about it other than I do recommend it. What else did I talk about? Oh, Overgeared. This one's called Overgeared. This is also part of Kakao page. So not webtoons, it's part of the Kakao page series. And it's about a blacksmith character. He's not the strongest, but his gear is good. I guess you could say. Basically, he's powerful because of the gears he makes being super overpowered. Yeah, basically. Dude is overgeared. And, yeah, pay to win. Except, he doesn't have to pay to win because he's a freaking blacksmith. He makes his own. And he has, like, the power of luck by his side. For this one, I would put it in between these two. The manhwa quality isn't bad. The art isn't bad, but the manhwa itself was not the best. I did read the web novel. So after I started reading the web novel, I started like staying away from the manhwa, and then I went back to the manhwa and I was like, wait, this isn't I kind of feel lied to. So it's not bad though. That's the thing. It's not bad. Yeah, the manhwa changed stuff from the web novel. That I did feel that. Honestly, in terms of this particular series, I preferred the novel over the manhwa for sure. Like if you guys like the manhwa for this particular series, I recommend that you guys try reading the web novel because the web novel is actually like pretty good. Like the manhwa started off okay, and then over time it was like Farming Samurai, yeah, the Farming Warrior is really good. Yeah, it is definitely a long read, so unless you guys have like a bunch of time to waste, maybe save it, or yeah. Time for a go read the web novel tier. That's kind of what it seems like so far. Cause that's what I want to say for the S classes that I raised and Overgeared. I want to say read the web novel instead of reading the manhwa. Yeah, there's like how many chapters is there? Give me a second. Let me check Kakao Face. Do they have temper? Wait, give me a second. Temper. Yeah, legendary Moonlight Sculptor is was a lot of people's like introduction into Manhwa, surprisingly enough. It's at 1,811 chapters. It's almost at 2,000. It's almost at 2,000 chapters for the web novel, so I don't know how many chapters of this is translated into English, but I do want. Okay, it's 1,800 plus in Korean. I'm saying it in Korean. I don't know how many of those chapters have been translated into English, but ooh, currently in Korean there's 1,811 chapters, so it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. So 2,000, but Manhwa is still adapting like chapter 400. OMG, is it already on chapter 400? I didn't know. That's actually pretty fast. I would have expected it to go slower than that. So for this I'm gonna put it here. At least for the manhwa. If this was the web novel, I would have put it here. Maybe. But for the manhwa, at the state it is currently in right now, I'm gonna put it in forgettable, might discontinue. Yeah, this is based solely on the manhwa. Because it had a good beginning, it started getting better, and then it kind of started dragging, and all of everything. What happened was like they started just like the other characters just started going, wow, it's got grid, it's got grid, it's got grid. Where's the plot? That's all there was to it later on. It's literally, oh my gosh, it's got grid. So it just kind of like started getting, it just started falling off over time on the manhwa. That's my opinion. It started and then it got really good. And then it started falling off because everybody's like freaking obsessed with God Grid, and that was all there to it. Haven't you heard of God Grid? Yeah, side characters need God Grid to finish quests. Yeah. It used to be really good. I don't know what happened. But yeah, just God Grid, GRID. So if we're just talking about this in terms of manhwa, I'm gonna put it under forgettable, might discontinue. Could be better. Could be better. Maybe they'll get better. Who knows? But for now, it's under this section. Yeah, character development was definitely A+. It's just that everybody else's character development wasn't the best. Like, the super OP characters that appeared in the beginning, all of a sudden, like, because, like, Grid got like so strong, or I don't know, something like, I don't know what, they just started like seeming useless. I don't know how to describe it. Like the main character's development was really nice, just that everybody else's character development wasn't the best. Everybody, if anything, like the super good characters like started seeming not so great later on. So, I think they were focusing too much on the main character. I think that was the issue. They were focusing too much on the main character that they just like threw the other characters to the side and like, yeah. So yeah, forgettable, might discontinue. And then let's see, what do you guys want? Do you guys want another romance, action, adventure? Do you guys want to talk about the sports? Wholesome, feels good manhwa, or what would you guys like for me to talk about next? Stepmother's Marchen, romance, Man, I didn't include Charlotte and her 6 disciples here, huh? I didn't include Charlotte and her 6 disciples in here. Something you can blaze through. Blaze through in a good way or a bad way? Should we talk about... Mix it up with sports, maybe? Mix it up with sports. Everybody's been asking for Tower of God, so let me go through Tower of God first then. Tower of God. Started off great. Started off great. It really did start off great. It had its good parts, but it also had its bad parts. There isn't really much to say about it. Tower of God got its own animation. Tower of God got its own animation, so kind of like Noblesse did. I believe it was by Crunchyroll. They've been on a super long hiatus. The most recent arc, at least in Korea, at least in Korean updates, wasn't the best. The most recent arc hasn't been the best. But the reason I'm gonna put it here instead of here is because Tower of God does have its good moments. That's the thing. Tower of God, it's either really good or really bad. Some of the arcs are like, oh my gosh, please, not like this. Why would you end it here? And then other arcs, it's like, can we just get on with this, please? Can we just get on with this? There's like no in between for Tower of God. You either really love that arc or you either really hate that arc. I think that's the issue with Tower of God. It's not consistent when it comes to quality in those particular arcs in a season. Hell Tree was a nice arc. Hell Tree was definitely a nice arc, but the most recent arc was kind of stupid. Stupid. I do not recommend the most recent arc. I think, was it the name one? Was it the name arc? I don't think the name arc was bad. Is there mixed opinions on the arcs, or everyone agrees? The art wasn't bad either. The art started getting later on. Endorsi. She's my favorite female character. She's definitely my favorite character. I'm new here. What's the manhwa at the top? It's over here. God tier manhwa's name is About Death. Yeah. But basically, for this series, it's either you love it or you hate it. It's really back and forth. That's why I can't put it here, because it has its good moments. But I can't put it here because it has its bad moments. It's super back and forth. So I'm gonna put it here. The animation wasn't bad. It was definitely a better... Tower of God definitely had a better animation that Noblesse did. It has potential. Yeah, exactly. It has potential. But then... I don't know. There's just something about it that, like, prevents me from putting it here. But it's one of, like, the older tier manhwas that's been doing good. It's one of the older tier manhwas that have been doing well. Like, look at all of these from side by side. They're from, like, a similar, like, time period when they got released, sort of. Well, that was a bit more recent, but whatever. But out of these, Tower of God, probably the best. Tower of God is probably the best out of the manhwas from those days, probably. But yeah, as I said, you're either gonna love or hate, like, the arcs. And then what else is there? Yeah, Kaiser arc. So like the Kaiser arc was probably the name stealing arc. Kaiser arc was really nice. Should we go with a romance? We're leaving too much romances. Yeah. Okay, so this one. Wait, what's the English title for this? A lot of people probably don't know this, but it's a romance. Oh, yeah. This is Seduced the villain's father? Villainesses? Is it worth skipping arcs you don't like? No, please do not skip arcs because they do include like super important information into these arcs. And if you miss that information, you're gonna be so confused later on. So I wouldn't recommend skipping the arcs. The arc might be bad, but you just gotta power through it. I'm sorry. You don't really have a choice. And who knows? Sometimes the bad arcs have like good moments. So, But yeah, this one is like Seduced the Villainous Father. It's a romance, like a romance medieval kind of manhwa. Where like the girl isekais basically into the thing. I'm talking about this purely in terms of manhwa, okay? Not the web novel. I would put it in between these two. I would either say, cause it started off really good. But the issue is, the quality of the art fell off a lot. And the storyline started kind of becoming eh. Okay, what you guys don't understand is when the plot for this series is happening, the quote-unquote main character of the story hasn't been born yet. So the main character of this story, she is actually the aunt of the main character of this book she read. Do you guys get me? And the villain, how do I describe this? Okay. So there's two different main characters. There's the main character of the series we're reading, so I'm just gonna say main character. And then there's the main character of the book that the main character read. I'm gonna call that the book main character. The book main character is not born yet. The main character is the book main character's aunt, basically. And the villain is the book main character's villain. So the book main character's villain hasn't been born yet. So in order to prevent the book main character's villain from doing evil deeds, what happens is the main character, not the book main character, but the main character ends up quote-unquote seducing the villain to be's father, who hasn't been who still hasn't married yet, basically. It's complicated. It's complicated, but long story short, forgettable might discontinue. Cause it's one of the series where like the art quality fell off. The art quality fell off a lot. So book MC mom is evil. No, the book MC mom is not evil. The book MC's mom was supposed to be kidnapped, but then the main character got kidnapped instead. It's complicated. It's super complicated. But yeah, I would put it under this tier because first of all, the art quality started falling off a lot after like the first season. Was it the first season? The second season? It's hard to explain just using my words and not using names either. Because you guys are going to get confused if I use names as well. So, yeah. But yeah, art quality fell off. Story also falls off. Unless they do a complete 180 at this moment in time, I'm going to put it under forgettable, might discontinue. There's like a lot of series where like the artist just, I don't know if they have health problems or like what other issues they have, but then art quality starts suffering a lot. One of the biggest examples of this is the player that survives off of bugs. Poguro. Wait, what is it called? Yeah, it's 나 홀로 버그로 꿀 빠는 player. I don't know what the English title for this is though. Solo bug player, is that what it's called in English? Yeah, there is this There's a series called Solo Bug Player. Not the web novel. I'm not talking about the web novel version of it, but I'm talking about the manhwa version of it. The manhwa version of Solo Bug Player is probably the biggest example of art quality falling off a lot. Like, for example, give me a second. Is there like a comparison I can do? Hold on a bit. Let me try loading it up. Bug Solo Player. I'll open up like an example of the current thing. And then is there like a Is this a good example? Like, the art quality falls off a lot. I don't know how else to describe it. It looks like sketches, basically. Here. So you see this on the right. This character on the right, that's like the cover art. So that's how he looked like in the beginning. That's how the art looked like in the beginning. And then all of a sudden, you have like this quality art. Like, what happened? It starts looking like freaking sketches. Why? Like, do you guys see this? What happened to the art quality? What happened to the art quality? And then if you look at if you look at the web novel, the art is really nice too. The art for the web novel is not nice too, but what happened to the art quality? Like, what is this? What is this? It's not even the same character anymore. See, other people agree too. It has the worst drop off in art I've ever seen. It's so sketched. Like, literally everything seems very sketched out. Like, the art was decent. It used to be decent, and then it's like, what happened? Hello? Is this even the same manhwa anymore? Is this the same manhwa anymore? I don't think this is the same manhwa anymore. What? Why? Why would you completely destroy a manhwa like this? Okay, anyways. Anyways, give me a second. Is there a better example though? No, I don't see it. Okay, anyways, back to this. But yeah, that is like the example when we talk about art quality falling off. But something similar happened with this series, which is Seduced, the villainous father. So I would put it here. The storyline also fell off, so I don't really recommend it. If you guys are gonna read it, I say read the web novel. I'd say read the web novel instead of going through the manhwa and bringing pain upon yourself. And then the next one we can talk about, there's still a lot of romance ones. Oh no, there's a lot of romance ones. Kubera does not have a web novel. Kubera is manhwa only. Kind of like, okay, so most of the OG manhwas do not have web novels. Most of the OG web novels, manhwas do not have web novels. Let's go through another romance one. Okay, wait, let's see. That's romance, life, wholesome, action, sports, action, romance, sports, romance. Okay, let's talk about this one. This one is Once More Into the Light, I think it's called. Wait, give me a second. I think I wrote the English title for this somewhere. Into the Light once again. That's what it's called. It's good. I definitely recommend this. But I wouldn't put it into God tier. The art quality is like actually amazing. Art quality is amazing. Is this the dragon one? No, there's no dragon in this. There's no dragon in this, but the art quality in here is actually like super amazing. Like, give me a second. It's super consistent. It's super consistent. Let me try to get art once more into the light. Okay, and then MS. But is the story good? So far, the story is really good. So far, the story is really good. Is there like a good picture I can? Here. I'll just show this one. Okay, so if you guys see here on the right, if you guys see like the art quality on the right, this is literally the quality of manhwa in every single chapter and every single panel. This is the art quality that's like showed in every single panel. It's really, really, really good. The art panels are amazing. The art quality is wow. Yeah, it's amazing. I love it so much. It's pretty good. It's amazing. Like, I don't know how else to show it. But yeah, if we're talking about just like purely art quality, it's really, really, really good. Like this is the mom. This is the brother. This might be the love interest. I'm not too sure. This is the main. No, that's the evil one, isn't it? This is the main character. But yeah, yeah, and then that's, I'm not gonna spoil it. But yeah, it's really good. The art quality is really, really good. The story is also pretty decent in my opinion. The story is also pretty decent in my opinion, so I honestly want to put this here. I honestly want to put that there. Once more into the light. The art quality is on the level of solo leveling, ORV, and whatnot, except in the romance manhwa scale, and it also has one of the best villains. I can't say who the villain is because it's gonna be huge spoilers. All you guys need to know is the storyline's pretty decent so far. I have not read the web novel for this, but I can't say much about it. But she also, at the same time, isn't like that damsel in distress that's basically like, I need help. Like, she doesn't go like, I need help, I'm fragile, help. She's not useless. She's powerful in her own right. So, it also makes that much better. You might want to split the second row if it's getting too crowded. Yeah, I might need to. Or, another thing is, I can drag the things here down. But, yeah, that was decent. And then, oh, if I talk about this, people might start hating on me. If I talk about this, people might start hating on me. If I rank this one. If I rank these particular ones, people are gonna hate me. The one that you said, Wazing R. It's called Once More Into the Light. Once More Into the Light. So this is a pretty popular series when it comes to romance. This is actually, I'm gonna do all three of them at once. Don't hate me. Don't hate me, okay? Don't hate me. Who made me a princess? True Beauty. And then I feel bad because I used to like these series. I actually used to like these series, so I feel bad. This is the only ending for the villainess. Let me talk first. Okay, so let's go one by one. Who made me a princess? This is a very it's a really good manhwa actually. I put it here, but I'll just tell you guys this now. It's a really good manhwa. The art style is also top tier because it's made by Spoon. And the storyline's super good. The ending. The ending. That's all I'm gonna say. The ending. That's all I'll say about that. The ending. Drawing with spoons, no. The artist for who made me a princess is Spoon, if I remember correctly. It's really good. The web novel was also good, but the ending. That's all I'm gonna say. Why are they bad at concluding stories? Why are people bad at concluding stories? I do not understand. That's all I'll say. And death is the only ending for the villainess. Honestly, if we're talking about this manhwa, I want to put this here. If we're talking about just the manhwa. But if you know what, I'll put this here. I'll put this here for now. Yeah, I finished this novel. That's why I had it here for a while. It's in the good parts right now. That's all I'll say. It's in the good parts right now. I want to see how they deal with it. I want to see how the manhwa deals with the remainder of the story plot lines. So until then, I'll put it on here. Because as somebody who read the novel version of this, all I can say is, why? Why? And this one is True Beauty. It's one of the biggest romance ones, especially in line webtoons. It's super popular. All the females basically read it. It's about like a not so pretty looking person basically learning how to do makeup and going all out, and then she becomes really pretty and everybody wants to be like her, and she becomes a freaking beauty influencer and goes through all those beauty influencer drama things, like those fake tears. Don't worry, she's not the one who does the fake tears. And a bunch of stuff happens, like boyfriend drama and like influencer drama and like her no makeup face being revealed, maybe almost kind of drama kind of thing. And it was actually super top tier. Also, the artist is really pretty, but it was super top tier. It was really amazing. It was really good, but it fell off. I used to spend money to read that one as well, but I gave up. I don't know what chapter you guys are on, but the current chapter I'm on, it's I would not spend money to read this anymore. I will not spend any more money to read this. I will read it in a free to read thing, so I'm not gonna pay my cookies in order to read it ahead of time. That's all I'm saying. I'll continue reading it. Hopefully it gets better again. Hopefully it gets its former glory back, but for now it's kinda... She broke up with the guy you like. I did like that one guy better, but then that wasn't the issue. It's just the storyline. The storyline isn't that great at the moment. Maybe it's just the arc that's been the issue, but currently the storyline isn't the best. Like before, I used to be like so into it. I was like, oh, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? I need the next chapter. But recently, it's just like, okay, that happened. Okay. That's it. I'm just gonna go read another thing. That's basically what's been happening. Storyline, I hope it picks up. I really, really, really do hope it picks up. But at the current point in time, with the current Korean like updates, I don't really like it that much. You guys can read the beginning. It's good. The beginning is good, but I don't like the recent arcs. I don't like the recent arcs that much. And then okay, wait. Let's see. Let me group this. That's the romance. Wholesome, kind of, and wholesome. Sports. Action. Okay. We have 4 actions. Which one do we want to go for? 4 actions. Kubera? A bad action one? I mean, out of everything that's remaining, I don't think any of the remaining current ones belong in this category. Player who can't level up. Okay, player who can't level up. It's about a player who can't level up. Wow, what a huge surprise. The main character can't level up while everybody else can level up. This fact does not change. This fact doesn't change. The player, even after the series starts and we're like as far as we are into it now, he can't level up, but he does have a special power. And it's just about how he like gets revenge about stuff, and yeah, it's forgettable, honestly. It's a new concept, but I don't know. The storyline isn't that great. Is he also maidenless? No, he has a quote-unquote maiden in the form of a quote-unquote sword. I honestly used to like this a lot. I used to like it a lot. But then, I don't know, the storyline just took a dip. And then the storyline took a hard dip, and it just kind of got not that great. Is it actually new though? Yeah, exactly. It's not awful, but it's not great. At the current rate it's going, I might want to kind of discontinue it. But it's not. And for the supers about the beginning after the end, I did not add some of the manhwas into this list. It doesn't mean I don't know it. It just means I didn't add it to the list just because, I don't know, I either forgot to or I just wanted to do it as a special mention. Have you read Barbarian Quest? The artist, great. Barbarian Quest? Barbarian. I need to know like the Korean name. I don't. Barbarian Quest is Barbarian Quest. No, I did not read Barbarian Quest then. I have not read that one. But yeah, I would put this in a forgettable, might discontinue. I was looking forward to it. It looked like it was gonna be good, but it's not. It's not the best. So I'm not gonna recommend it to people. And that leaves what? That's 3 actions, 2 sports, 2 wholesome, 2 romance. Okay, let's get rid of another action. Kubera! Let's go with Kubera. 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 Kubera has more of a similar issue to Tower of God, but it has more upsides than the Tower of God did, in that it has a lot of what people called 떡밥s, which means like something that was mentioned in chapter like 6 for the heck of it comes back in like chapter like for example it's chapter 500, and it actually like makes like a huge difference. So a lot of unexpected things happen basically. I love it when that happens. Yeah, exactly. I love that. There's a lot of world building and foreshadowing, like hundreds of chapters ahead of time. It's a world building story basically. But it was really like happy go lucky kind of fun. and then it kind of got like super dark, like really. Well, I'm not gonna say super fast, but like it kind of got really dark. The main character, she used to be a very hyperactive girl, and now you see, like in chapter 1, and then in the most recent chapters, she becomes a very, very edgy girl who's just like, who never smiles, basically. I haven't kept up with it recently. It has the same issue with Tower of God, where it has like its moments, where it has its good moments and where it has its bad moments. But then it pulls it off better than like what's better than Tower of God in case of Kubera is that the Tokpap thing where like the world building is much better. They pull off the world building better than Tower of God did. But for some reason, Kubera just happens to be more forgettable than the Tower of God. I'm gonna put it in not good, not bad. I think it should be in the same tier as Tower of God. Like, yeah, Kubera definitely had its moments where it's like, oh my gosh, this is like the most amazing manhwa ever, and then other moments it's like, oh my gosh, why is this so boring? They're so dragging it. What makes it so forgettable? It's exactly because of that. It has very random, boring arcs, flashbacks, and whatnot. Like, it could be better. The world building, I'm gonna say it now. World building is out of this world. World building, like, the maker of Kubera did a super good job in world building. The world building is actually nuts. I can't believe they mentioned something from like chapter 20 in like chapter like whatever it's on right now. That's how amazing it is. And then Kurigo, which is the writer of Kubera, how do you spell it? It's Kubera. Kubera. Yeah, world building is definitely another tier. Especially because like there's like 3 different worlds going on at the same time, which is basically the human world, I don't know what you would call it in English. What is it? The demon world. And then there's like the world of the gods. There's 3 different worlds, but they're able to build all 3 different worlds at the same time. So it's kind of amazing. It's kind of amazing how like Kurigo goes about doing that. And yeah, so I would say same tier as Tower of God, honestly. And then that leaves 2 romance, 2 wholesome, 2 sports, and 2 action. Yeah, Nastica is like the pure breeds, I think. And then there's the halves, and then there's the quarters, and whatnot. But yeah, and then there is the classic. Should we talk about the classic? Yeah. Oh, you want to go with the esports? Okay, so esports, it's not a lot of people probably know about it, but it's called Hard Carry. It's about it's kind of like the game is kind of like Overwatch, Valo kind of base, where it's like what is it? I think it's like a 5v5. It's like a 5v5, and the main character, he has horrible computer. He has horrible computer specs. He's playing with super high ping. He has a bunch of lag because his computer can't keep up. But he's a master sniper, basically. And then he starts making friends, and then he starts seeing how like the esports world is, and then he starts getting into the professional scene. It's actually not that bad. It's kind of about how like what do you call it? A not very sociable guy that looks at his computer and does games all day long. Basically becomes one of the like biggest professional gamers like in the world. But the only issue is it was a really good esports manhwa, but the ending was super rushed. So Yeah, I would also put that in not good, not bad, because the ending was super rushed, so it wasn't. Yeah, he gets an ego. It's really if you like the esports scene, esports scene, esports if you like esports, then hard carry actually goes like over a lot of things, like athletes like getting like wrist injuries, and like a drama, like esports drama, where like it's about like, oh, this guy said this about another player, or like oh my gosh, this guy did illegal elo carry kind of thing. I don't know how to describe it. Like where you like sell your services. You sell your services into so like you can like power level them through the ranks basically, or something like that. They talk about that kind of drama. Yeah, boosting like Sakana's boosted. I'm just kidding. Don't tell Sakura I said that. um, uh, but yeah, so yeah, it goes over a lot of esports scene stuff basically. So if you're interested in esports, I think this is a really good one. There's another really good esports one that's ongoing right now in line webtoon. So that's if you, I can give you guys a name for that one once if you guys ever want to know later on. But the art style for that one is worse than hard carry. The art style is worse, but then it goes over things a bit better. But both of the series have like the main character where basically they're kind of overpowered, but they're trying to get used to like the new game scene. And then another good one. Yeah, this one's a classic. Let's go over this. Okay, so the reason why ALiAS ended up at the Duke's Mansion. Oh my gosh. Some of these like names are such a mouthful. I hate it. Some of these names are a freaking mouthful. Wait, I think I might know. Is that where like his favorite game gets remade? Yes. And the one Spiral, the Speedo, and I'm blanking out on the name right now. It's like it's online webtoons. That same one's also online webtoons. The counter character. He's like super speed based and stuff. But that everyone says is bad. It's not horrible. I still think hard carry was better. But that one goes over a lot of other esports scene details that hard carry did not go over. And then yeah. Spiro is a util character, and in that particular world, whatchamacallit, util characters are not the best. It's either all offensive or all defensive, but then you have that like one broken character, kind of like a Bofuri, where like they just kind of break the balance by being who they are. That's basically what happens in that particular series. Anyways, this one, the reason why ALiAS ended up at the Duke's Mansion, it's a pretty classic romance one. It ended quite a while ago. I think it ended like 2 years ago. Probably ended like 2 years ago. This one, it's getting a show, isn't it? Yes, this one is getting a show. I actually have high hopes for it. I hope they do it justice, because this manhwa wasn't that bad. I honestly want to put it in between somewhere here. It's one of like the more OG Kakao page manhwas, for a lack of better words. But do I want to put it in the same one? I'll put it here. But it's not there. It could be better though. It's been a while since I read this, so it's hard for me to say much, but it could be better. Actually, maybe... Do I want to put it in here? I'll put it here. I'll put it here. And then another one... Let's see. I'm like zooming through this. Okay, I don't know the English title for this. This is 두 번 사는 랭커? I think it's the ranker that lives twice. No, it says second life ranker. No, I don't know what the official English title for this one is. Something about the ranker that lives twice or something like that. Do you guys know it? Yeah, second life ranker. That's apparently the official English title for this. Yeah, it's about the mask bro. It's about the mask bro. Like, his younger brother died and now he is like going back into that world that his younger brother died in to get revenge on everybody. I know it has a lot of fans. But I'm gonna put it in under not good, not bad, because recently they've been dragging a lot. It feels super slow. It's compared like to the beginning of the series where things would go like, okay, it's getting to the point, it's getting to the point, it's getting to the point. Recently it's been like super draggy. It's being really slow. Maybe if they speed it up, I might raise it up, but at the moment they're being super slow. I don't like, it's taking ages to get to like the next arc basically. So I would say it's not good, but it's not bad. It could be better. It could be better if they just like sped up the pace. They need to speed up the pace. The fight in the blood area was good. Yeah, but then the issue is currently in the, well, the part I'm currently on. By the way, I'm up to date in like the Korean updates. It's pretty slow. It's pretty slow. So I want to say that it's in the not good, not bad section. I would still recommend that people read it. I could still recommend it. The beginning felt rushed, now it feels like a slide. Yeah, it was a huge difference. The pacing, it's like too fast, okay, too slow. It's all over the place. Like, the pacing is worse than Skeleton Warrior. The pacing is worse than Skeleton Warrior, and that's saying something. Because the Skeleton Warrior had really pacing. A really weird pacing. So, I'm gonna say it's not good, but it's not bad. But I could still recommend it, I guess. I guess I could still recommend it. And then, let's see, another one. Yeah, a lot of promising ones suffer from that. Either they suffer from the pacing or they suffer from having a horrible ending. It's one of the two. I don't know why. And then this one is it's called wait. I wrote the English title here somewhere. So, where is it? Oh, Debut or Die. This one's called Debut or Die. 데뷔 못하면 죽는다. It's super popular. Okay, so the BL lovers that used to be really obsessed with ORV, the trash of the Count's family, and the S classes that I raised, all went for this. 데뷔 못하면 죽는다. The manhwa is really good. The manhwa is really good, but the novel pacing got really bad, so I kind of gave up on the novel. But hopefully they do better on the manhwa. The manhwa is currently in that area. No, I'm not a BL lover. I actually don't know why they I don't know why they see this. I mean, I guess I can see why people treat this as a BL, but it's not really BL. I see that more of a friendship thing. You seem to know a lot about the BL community. It's because I try to buy fan merches. I buy a lot of fan merches for some of these series, and if you, considering ORV has a lot of BL fan bases, they sell a lot of most of the merches are sold up by the BL fan base. But yeah, this one's more. if you guys know about a show called Produce 101, it's kind of based on that, but then it kind of gets... Okay, I'm just gonna stick with the manhwa. It's okay. I like it. It's okay. But they kind of strays away from the main point later on. It kind of strays. Wait, who am I shipping Zero with? I didn't ship Zero with anybody. What are you talking about? I didn't ship Zero with anyone. Unless you guys are talking about ALiAS, but then I don't know much about ALiAS. Considering I've read the novel, I'm gonna put it here. Cause it's gonna start slowing down. It's gonna start slowing down a lot. I'm not really liking the pacing for this, so I'm kind of worried for the manhwa's future. I really like that. I bought a lot of the chapters for it because web novels, they're like, you can get one chapter free after every 3 hours depending on the series, but then I'm kind of impatient, so I kind of rushed through it, so I just bought a bunch of chapters all at once so I can like go ham on it. But then it was when you talked last time about Zero's brother-in-law, no, I meant I like the brother-in-law. I never said I like Zero with the brother-in-law. Stop it. But yeah, I would say it belongs here. I like the idol like idea, and they executed it pretty well with like the evil editing kind of thing. But then they like don't enforce the idea of like quests and stuff, cause like in the beginning, like yeah, you debut or die. You get a quest that basically says if you don't debut by this day, you're gonna die. And then when you reach that and then when you like reach that goal, it gives you another quest and another quest. But I feel like they don't like apply it as much after like the quote unquote Produce 101 like arc of this like manhwa is over. So it's pretty slow. I wouldn't recommend it, especially if you're only reading the manhwa, because I know it's gonna get even slower than it already is. So yeah, that's that. And then let's see. There's one of each genre now. 어떤 계모님의 메르헨. Does anybody know the English title for this? This was one of the things I could not figure out the English titles for. Wait, it's Stepmother's Marchant? I don't know how to describe it. Art! Amazing quality. Wait, what? So they debuted and they didn't die? Then isn't the story over then? No, they keep getting new quests. Like so, it's like get #1 in a music program before this day, or win this before this day, get a end of the year awards before this day, etc. etc. It just keeps going, and this only applies to the main character. Only the main character can see this. And 어떤 어머님의 메르헨, it belongs in somewhere between God tier and great, but not mind blowing. It's somewhere in between here. This is like amazing. Along with Charlotte and her 6 disciples, I would say it's not quite at God tier yet, because I still need to see how they deal with the ending. But it's pretty close to it. Not gonna lie. Like, sometimes when I'm reading this manhwa, it feels like I'm watching a freaking cinematic. That's how good the quality of this manhwa is. It's like literally out of this world. So if I had to like recommend a romance one, I would definitely recommend this series. Like, the ending of season 1, I believe it was. Like, I was like scrolling through it and it was like, oh my god, it looks like I'm freaking watching a movie. That's how good it was. That's how good the art quality is. And the story, it kind of like got confusing. It's also kind of complicated, because like, is this romance? Like, I can't tell. Is this romance, or is this like just a family like wholesome kind of thing? Because I know some people ship her with the son. the stepson, and I know some people ship her with the stepson's best friend. So it's like really complicated love line. If there is a love line, it's, you guys say the heck, but you guys will understand if you read it. It's in the sense of romance, it's kind of complicated. No, it's not really a fandom thing. Like, you will understand only if you read the series. It's hard to describe and like explain it. No, it's not in the novel. It's like, just read the manhwa and you'll understand what we're talking about. It's really complicated. You ship her with the best friend. No, I don't really ship her with anybody. I more so like I'm cheering on her as a person. I know love lines exist. It's kind of obvious when you read it, but I'm more so cheering on her as a person because she suffered through a lot. She suffered through a lot. I don't know how else to describe it without spoiling everything to you guys. And I just feel really bad for her, and I just hope that everything turns out really fine for her, because it's really depressing. Her life was super depressing. She had to give up on a lot of things, and it makes me bad. It makes me feel super bad for her. And yeah, more so than the love line, it's technically a romance manhwa, I guess. Not really. Depends how you look at it, but yeah. If they can deal with that complicated part, and if they are able to like have a good ending, unlike the guys here, then I would honestly put this in God tier. That's how much I like this. The art quality is top notch. The story is pretty good, although it can get kind of confusing. It has its wholesome family moments, and everyone has mommy issues in that series. You're not wrong. Everybody in that series does have mommy issues. Everybody literally has mommy issues in that story, in that series, that it's not even funny. But yeah, definitely, I'm looking forward to the ending. Even the MC, no, the MC doesn't really have mommy issues. The MC just has ex-husband issues, I guess. Is that how you would explain it? Ex-husband issues, but she doesn't even look at her ex-husband as husband, because technically she was quote-unquote sold out. Any So Bad It's Good series you'd recommend? So bad that it's good. No, I feel like for Korean manhwas, usually if it's bad, if it's super bad, it's just super bad. I like her guy friend who is like so into her, but she put him into the friend zone. I don't remember who that one is. What manhwa is that in the God tier? I put it on top, but it's called About Death. So this one, I'll put this right next to Orvi. I'll put that next to Orvi. And then 딸 바보가 되었습니다. 딸 바보가 되었습니다. This is what is it? I've become a doting father. Is that the English title of it? Yeah, I became a doting father. Some people asked me about this because they're like, oh, it looks cute. Okay, so this is the only wholesome manhwa in this entire list. This is the only wholesome manhwa in this entire list, and just because of that, I'm just gonna put it in here. Just because it's the only wholesome manhwa in this list, I'm just gonna put it here. The art is really cute. The art is super cute. It doesn't really have like a set plot. It's pretty depressing in the beginning because the girl faced a lot of child abuse in the hands of her dad, who basically died. But then it starts getting wholesome after that. It starts getting like super cute and wholesome after that. So if you guys want a trigger wording, there you go. It has child abuse in the beginning, but then after like the first like 5 chapters, you don't have to worry about it anymore, because everything over here starts. We only support wholesomeness in this. In here, my friends, we only support wholesomeness. Daughter manhwas are my guilty pleasure. It's really good. It's really nice. Like, if you guys want wholesome manhwas, then this is the route to go. Like, I have never seen a manhwa that can out wholesomeize this. I've read like plenty of like wholesome manhwas. There's another similar manhwa that's ongoing right now called what's it called? My daughter is a music prodigy or something like that. It's like my daughter is a music prodigy or something like that, but it's not as good. It's definitely not as good as I've become a doting father. I think I've becoming a doting father is like the peak in the wholesome genre. This series is the peak in the wholesome genre. Wholesome out of 10. Yeah, exactly. So many my daughter is manhwa lately. Yeah, there is, but then this is like the peak of that like manhwa. This is the peak of this genre. My daughter is the last boss. Oh yeah, but that's not really. My daughter is the last boss isn't really a wholesome manhwa. I don't think. I don't think so. Hopefully it doesn't go the route of another similar light novel / anime. I really hope so too. I have really high hopes for this. I did not read the web novel for this, so I can't really relate to it. But I really like this. It's once again, this is okay. Here, let me update the text. I'll update the text for you guys. So it's about death, and then the other one is I become a doting father. So these are the names of the two god tier manhwas that the two manhwas that I think are basically god tier. It's really wholesome. It's really wholesome. And then let's see. Top corner is a soccer manhwa. It's the main character. So top corner, which is this. It's a web novel. Yeah, exactly. The uncle becoming dad was great. No reviving, just the uncle becomes new dad. So there's no isekai. There's no time travel. There's no like whatever else. It's just it's realistic. It's very realistic. It's a very realistic one. I thought About God was going to be the only god tier. It's wholesome. I cannot give it any other rankings other than god tier. Like. No, I need to put it in god tier. I'm sorry. It's really cute. I became the daughter of the male lead. The uncle dad is okay. There's a lot of dad obsessing over child things. Like there's a Moodim one that I've been super like obsessed with recently that I'm just reading the web novel of. I love how you kept both the wholesome and dark series in god tier. This is true, because this is peak dark out of everything here. And this is a peak wholesome out of everything here. So it fits. It fits. Now you guys can have a really lighthearted god tier one. And now you guys can have a super dark tiered god tier one. It works out. It works out. But yeah, anyways, this is the other sports manhwa. It's called Top Corner. It's ongoing in Naver webtoons. It's still going on. It's about a main character who joins who's forced to join a soccer team. And he's not good at soccer, but he's good at math. Kind of strange, isn't it? This guy, the main character, is good at math, not necessarily soccer. So he's really fast in his calculations, so he can make every single shot and goal because he can calculate how to get the ball into the goal like super fast. But the issue is his body can't keep up with it. And they recruited him into the soccer team because they found out he could basically do that. So yeah, it's kind of like baby steps. Yeah, skills but no stamina. And the other thing is because he has to calculate and then kick, not kick while calculating, it's kind of complicated. That's not how soccer works. Yeah, it does. It's definitely not how soccer works. But then he starts like practicing more and more, and then there's like friendships involved because it's a freaking sports manga. It's a sports manhwa. What else did you expect? Like look at every other sports series is out there, not just manhwa. Haikyuu, Prince of Tennis, Baby Steps, Whistle, Captain Tsubasa, Fantasia, whatever, other sports series that are out there. Like, yeah, Blue Lock. No, not Blue Lock. Blue Lock is like the exact opposite. But not Blue Lock. Not Blue Lock. Friendship. It's all about friendship is power, basically. Not Blue Lock, because Blue Lock, everybody's freaking egotistical and they just want to score goals for themselves because they want to be the top forward of their team and blah, 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 etc., etc. So Blue Lock is the only exception. Blue Lock. Exception. But yeah. Top quarter is kind of about that, but it's nothing eye-catching. It's not too eye-catching in my opinion. Nothing eye-catching. I mean, if this was Blue Lock, I'd put it all the way here or here probably because I love Blue Lock. But I would say top quarter, it has potential to be better. It definitely has potential to be better, but you can't really outdo some good like I know it's bad for me to compare this to freaking another classic, but you can't really compare this to like Whistle, let's say. You guys know the series Whistle? It's a soccer manga. It's a pretty old soccer manga. It's really good. I love it. Whistle's one of the better soccer mangas I've ever seen. No. I recommend that manga. I recommend that you read it then. Whistle was a really good series. It's not a manhwa, it's a manga. So there's that. And yeah, Blue Lock is definitely nice because it's not the normal sports where sports kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Where it goes like nakama. Like you can probably count the number of times they say friendship or power of friendship with like your two hands. Whereas like other series like Prince of Tennis, Haikyuu, whatever else, you probably need several hands in order to count the number of times they say it per episode or like per chapter. But yeah, I would say this is forgettable. I want to say that this is forgettable. It could be better. If they're able to improve on it, then it would be better. Blue Lock is the anti-nakama, yes, and I love it. I love the anti-nakama like mindset of Blue Lock because it doesn't mean that they're not friends anymore. Like a lot of the people in Blue Lock are still friends with each other. It's just that I gotta help you. I gotta do my own shit. I mean, not that I think that's a great idea, because soccer, yeah, definitely there's teamwork going on in soccer, so... I'm shocked that there is no Breaker New Wave on here. We already spoke about Breaker New Wave. We already spoke about Breaker New Wave earlier here. So there were like a few special mentions, including Charlotte and her 6 disciples, Breaker New Wave, and was there other ones that we spoke about? There's like a bunch of ones that I wanted to talk about, like that wasn't in here, but I don't remember the names. I don't remember if I mentioned it. It's because like I didn't really like straight out say it. I've just been like on and off like talking about it like without yeah, there was the other esports one. Yeah, I mentioned the other esports one too. I did not find the box. Fine. I did not read the box there. And let's see. Let me look. Before we get to the last one, let me like go through my Kakao page really quick. There was the SSS class Suicide Hunter. That's pretty good. But yeah, SSS Scoop Chazar Hunter is pretty good. The only issue with it is the pacing kind of slowed down once it reached like the arc where they have to like finish the book or story. It's not bad, but the pacing got super slow. They should have sped it up. They were dragging it way too much. Airi, I know this is not a manhwa, but have you heard the King's Avatar? Yeah, and I even wait. Wait, you guys didn't hear that? Yes, I love the King's Avatar. I read everything. I read it over and over again, like several times, and it's amazing. And I recommend it. You guys should read it. I recommend everything that happens in there. Don't worry about it. You guys didn't hear anything. I didn't say the full word, so you guys probably don't know. It's wow. No, King's Avatar. No, I recommend the web novel more. I recommend the web novel more for a King's Avatar. It's amazing. It's like one of the best esports series like stuff that's out there. Anyways, oh wait, what? Tomb Raider King has an epilogue. No freaking way! They just released an epilogue today. There's 2 epilogue chapters out! Why did I not know about this? Yeah, it came out today. The second episode of the epilogue came out today. Whoa, I did not know that. Okay, I need to read that after I finish stream. 황태자의 약혼녀. That's a new romance one. That's pretty fun. SSS급 자살 hunter is good, but that the pacing has gotten like super slow, so I wouldn't really say I could recommend it right now. But it's not a bad series. It's definitely not a bad series. Once it picks up, I'm pretty sure it's gonna get good. Another good series is 하루만 네가 되고 싶어 or something like that. That's a pretty popular romance one that's in Line Webtoons website. I did not read The Boxer. Is there another one? And then Leveling Up by Eating. I don't know if there's like an English title for that, but that one's pretty good. And then let's see. Going through it. Wait, Tomb Raider King. Rating King is at Walmart? Really? I didn't know that. What? What? I did not know. Wait. Let's see. Going through the list right now. SSS급 악녀는 모래시계를 되돌린다. There's like in this life I became like the family leader or something like that. There's also the villainess goes back in time or something. The monster Duke's stepdaughter? Wow, it's so hard to translate some of these. Oh, Kill the Hero was a good one. Kill the Hero is a good action one. I do have like my ups and downs for that, but Kill the Hero was not a bad series. Lady Baby became horrible. Climbing the Tower or something like that. That started off good, it became bad. Max level Nuvi by myself or something like that. That's kind of stupid. It turned out to be stupid. There's so many that I read. 우리 삼촌은 월드스tar. My uncle is a top world-class star. Art styles, but it's kind of wholesome and cute. But it's still nothing comparable to my doting father kind of thing. And I Was the Real Daughter. That one wasn't bad. A classic is the Emperor's only daughter. I honestly don't know how to direct translate a bunch of these actually. There's so many good ones that I want to recommend to you guys, but I don't know if they're available in English. Cause when I say they're new, they're like new, as in like they came out like January or February. Okay. I wouldn't say this is a good manhwa, but then there's also a good manhwa called Return of the Hero or something like that. I think that's what it was called. It had a good idea, but it was all over the place for that one. Like for example, you start the hero returns. You start with the main character and then you switch main character. Why are you switching the main character? You made us like get like emotionally attached to this like super depressed like main character, and then all of a sudden next chapter you like bring in the new main character. Why now? What was the point in getting us so attached with that main character then? What the fudge? And then they also like bring in like a good point where so there's like a hero that can endlessly reincarnate. So it's like a hero of reincarnation. He can come back to life over and over and over again. But the thing about this series is they touched a very interesting idea that other series have not touched in regards to reincarnation. Okay, you don't die. You defeat the boss, you live a happy life, right? You marry, you have children, you grow old together. Okay, everything's good. But you die. What happens? You're the hero of reincarnation. You come back to life. You reincarnate again. Although you lived a full and happy life. But nobody remembers what happens. Because the timeline is gonna change. Exactly. Endless reincarnation. Over and over and over again. No matter how you live your life, you end up repeating the same life over and over and over and over again. I never thought about it that way. Like reincarnation, like endless reincarnation. I never thought about it that way until that manhwa. I was like, wow, that's actually kind of deep and depressing. That's actually kind of deep and depressing. I don't think I remember that one. Damn, sounds like my kind of thing. But yeah, they don't die. I mean, they do die, but they just repeat their lives over and over again. So, that guy ends up like... Isn't SSS class similar? No, SSS class is not similar in that he can I don't know how to describe it, but it's not too similar. It's a different, I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, he can travel time in SSS. Yeah, but it's an infinite time loop. That guy is stuck in an infinite time loop, but it's not the same 2 points. It's like different points and everything changes over and over again. Like, guys, this guy has been through like over what, 30,000 different iterations in life. That's kind of... I never thought about it that way. Whenever I think about continuously reincarnating and like redoing things over and over again, I just thought, okay, you just have to make a few good choices and that'll be fine. No, yeah, the dude remembers everything. The dude remembers everything. That's why I was like, wow, wait, I never thought about what kind of curse it would be. You would think like reincarnation is like a good power, but no, it's like literally a curse. Like, what the heck? Like, yeah, it's Endless 8 of freaking Haruhi. It's Haruhi season 2. But yeah, that idea popped up in what's it called? Return Hero? Return of the Hero? Something like that. Which is really weird. That's like the official English title, but if you do a direct translation of the Korean title of it, it's called Return of the Warrior, which kind of makes sort of sense, I guess, because they say 용사, and 용사 is more like warrior rather than a hero. So direct translations are weird. Sometimes direct translations and like the official translations make no sense to each other, but it is what it is. But yeah, the thing that I was just talking about was from Return of the Hero. Return of the Hero is that what's called? Wait. 용사가 돌아왔다. That's the Korean title. 용사가 돌아왔다. 용사가 돌아왔다. Also, by the way, for this particular series, I hate that like they keep changing like the main character over and over and over again. They keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like, what the fudge? What the fudge? Keep to one main character, and then they give you a freaking backstory about people that you never even cared about. And like, what the fudge? Stop it! Stop it! I don't care about this guy. You guys are just dragging now because of this. But yeah, I believe the new season for this series is starting in 2 months. Yeah, I think the new season for the series is starting in 2 months. I believe they said they're coming back in April, or did they already come back? But regardless, that series had like a lot of good ideas, but they didn't execute it the best way. And also they bring in a main character that nobody cares about. Like literally, I haven't seen a single person care about the quote-unquote new main character. Everybody only cares about the OG quote-unquote main character that appeared in chapter 1. Honestly, same. I hate the new main character. I don't like the new main character. I wish they kept the first guy as the main character too. Same. It sounded really interesting. It is interesting. It is very interesting. The only issue is, yeah. Candy girl, are you talking about the magical girl? Are you talking about the magical hero? But yeah, regardless, that's the thing. Anyways, before I keep going off tangent, there's like a bunch of series I can talk about, but I probably shouldn't do that right now because today is a freaking Monday and I should probably go to sleep soon. But yeah, the last one on the list is called wait, what is this? What's the English title for this? Wait. Let me go find it. Return of the Disaster Class Hero. Yeah, this is the English title for this is the Return of the Disaster Class Hero. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's currently on break right now. But it's pretty good. It's hard to say because it's not too far into the story yet, and I have not read the web novel. No, I'm not gonna put it in the trash. I just couldn't put it back in here for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's because everything's gone, but yeah. It's not trash. It's definitely not trash. I really like this one. I'm gonna put this here. It's not trash. Don't worry. I like it. It's fine. So far, it's been doing well. The only issue is it's been on break for such a long time that I forgot everything that happened on it, but I remember it being okay. It's kind of... How would I explain this? Anti-hero. It's kind of like... the main character is kind of like an anti-hero. But then at the same time, I don't like those like super justice kind of main character like person for me. Yeah, I'm gonna be brutally honest. I prefer this over solo leveling as well. I prefer this over solo leveling, and it has the same art style. So if you guys like solo leveling, I definitely recommend you try this one, Return of the Disaster Class Hero, because I believe the same artist for the manhwa does it. I believe it's the same manhwa artist as solo leveling. So there's that. Yeah, the characters in solo leveling aren't very strong. Yeah, the power levels across all these different action ones are pretty like big. The gaps are pretty big. It's the same kind as SSS class but with less intensity. SSS class, I don't know why, but then they started like focusing a lot on booting stuff, especially after they entered that thingy, the book. So I'm gonna say at this current moment in time, I prefer Return of the Disaster Class Hero over the SSS Suicide Hunter. At this current moment in time, SSS Suicide Hunter is also good. It's just that it's been super slow and draggy recently. So for this one, I really do hope it comes back. The novel is great though. The novel is great, but then if we're talking about novel, a lot more things would be here. A lot more things would be here right now if we're just talking about web novels. Also, the S classes that I raised would not be an absolute trash if we're including web novels into this. I'm also looking forward to the next arc of SSS class mana. Same. Web novels, like, that's the thing with like oh, second coming of Gluttony. Second coming of Gluttony, the web novel I really like. I really like the web novel for second coming of Gluttony. Manhwa is a no-go. The quality of the manhwa for second coming of Gluttony is pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. If I had to rate the manhwa for a second coming of Gluttony, it might be in absolute trash. That's how much I did not like the manhwa. But I love the web novel version of second coming of Gluttony. I really, really, really love the web novel version of the second coming of Gluttony. And the issue and the other issue with the second coming of Gluttony, like there's a season 1 and there's a season 2, right? The art style changed between season 1 and season 2. And it wasn't just the art style that changed, but they changed the appearance of the main character. What kind of freaking manhwa changes the appearance of the main character? I don't remember how big they changed it. I think they changed his like hair color and eye color. I don't really remember the details of what they changed, but second coming of Gluttony, definitely if you guys are gonna try the series out, I would say read the web novel, stay away from the manhwa, because the manhwa is absolutely trash and it sucks. It sucks. I'm sorry, but the manhwa sucks. Read the web novel. It's better. This one is CM, but Chinese. But do you know Lord of Mysteries? No, I do not know that one. But I know. But for the Chinese one, Chinese wise, I think like the top favorite for me is probably King's Avatar. King's Avatar is nothing can beat King's Avatar for me in terms of Chinese web novels so far. Yeah, definitely it was good. And wow, that's a huge list. It's hard to say out of that list because I mostly know the Korean titles of everything. That's the issue. I only know Korean titles for most of these things too. Like some of these I was like, where do I get the English name of it? I couldn't find an English name for some of these, so I was like, oh my gosh, please have mercy on me. Especially considering that some of the titles, their English official names are pretty different from the direct translation names. So you need to start learning Ian names, but why? I read them all in Korean anyways. So it's fine. It's fine. As long as I know like what it's about. As long as I know the picture. And what other good ones are there that I can recommend? I know you guys like a lot of you guys like action ones over romance ones for sure. So you can properly market them to us. I don't think that's how it works. There's a not so good one called Matane Sasu, but I don't know how to translate that into English either. Man, it would take so long for me to get through this list because it's so long. My list is so long. There's over 600 in just Kakao page. I'm like just scrolling and I'm like, oh, that's a pretty long list. I keep up with over 600 just on Kakao page, so this is bad. That's not including a freaking the line webtoons. We have time. I don't have time. But yeah, I think I need to end it here. Yeah, so this is my final like ranking or tiering for the ones that I did bring in today. There's not a lot of Burim related stuff in the tier list, I noticed. Yeah, I just noticed it now. But I should have probably included a few more Burim things. There's like a few that are in my list. It's just that I forgot to include it in here. My bad. But yeah, I need to sleep soon, so I need to end it here. I love a good amount of them too. Well, oh, good horse. Okay, give me a second. I got you. I got you. Give me a second. Give me a second. Wait. 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 I got you. Here. Which one is it? Was it this one? Give me a second. Oh, no, I need to. No, cause you guys don't understand. This is like the. Wait. Wait, what's the. What was it? What's the name? No. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk to you guys about Sweet Home too. Sweet Home was also like a really popular one. Where is it? Oh. Found it. Okay, so do you guys know about this? I don't know what the English title is. Does it have the English? Okay, do you guys know about this webtoon? If we're talking about Korean horror webtoons, we can't forget about this. This is like the horror Korean webtoon that like kind of freaked everybody out. Is this the meme one? I don't know. Is it the meme one? So basically, it's maybe you guys would understand if I showed you guys this panel. Would you understand if I showed you guys this panel? Yeah, if we're talking about Korean horror webtoons, this is definitely a classic. I totally trolled my brother what this was. Told him to crank up his volume for the delayed BGM. Okay. Keep scrolling. Oh no, some of you guys haven't read it yet. Okay. I'll go really slow. Okay. It was around 11:20 that night. I was dragging myself home exhausted after a tiring night study session at school. But there was no one on the street, which I thought was kind of strange. I usually see a lot of people even at night since my apartment complex is pretty big. Anyways, feeling scared, I kept looking down on the ground while walking home. But suddenly, a shadow stretching towards me caught my eyes. Although there wasn't anyone around me. I looked up to see who there was and saw a woman walking in front of me, but she looked a little strange. I already turned off the BGM. Okay, I got this. It's a meme because of the BGM. I could say that she looked crippled. She was limping and struggling to walk in front of me. You can't pull punches, shut up. Since she was walking very slow, I soon caught up with her. Up close, I was able to see her even better. She was wearing dirty pink pajamas and looked as if her joints in her body had been twisted. Worse, her hair was a mess and sticking out to everywhere. It seemed so weird that I stopped walking. I felt I shouldn't get any closer to her, nor did I have the guts to pass her by. the heck? Wasn't that where it's supposed to happen? That's where it's supposed to happen. It messed it up. It messed it up. No, not like this. No, this is the original website. This is the original website. These mother fudgers, they scammed me. You know, people say that if you're really surprised, you can't even scream. That was right. I froze there not being able to move at all. What the fuzz? Did they get... Wait. 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 Oh, wait. No, wait. No. Was it here? Wait. Fearing that I might run into her again, I tried to turn around and leave that apartment complex. I could not think of anything but to get to a place where there would be people around. At that moment... Wait. No! They ruined it! They ruined it! How could they? 잠깐만. 미치겠네. 잠깐만, that was wasted. That was a scam. That was a freaking scam. I can't believe. Oh my gosh, really? You can't do this to me. You can't freaking do this to me. Are you kidding me? They got rid of it. They got rid of it. Wait, good question. Did it use Flash? It's gone. It's not animated anymore. Why is it not animated anymore? Oh, it used Flash. No! That's such a shame! Wait, no, that's such a... No! Why? 플래시 썼었던 거였어요? This is a shame. This is a shame. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe. There should be a YouTube version for it. I was gonna try and jump scare you guys. That's such a waste. That's a freaking waste. I cannot believe they got rid of... Oh. RIP Flash. 근데 다행히도? 뭐가 다행이야? I'll never forgive the Japanese or Flash. What does that even mean? 도미, hey. 유튜브는 외국인 반응들이 있어요. Can't even jump scare us anymore. I know, I'm so sad. I wish they kept it. Is there another way to like look at it, including like the animations? That's so stupid. Oh my gosh. If this manhwa was like actually scary because of that entire animation. Maybe somebody remastered it. I'll show it to you guys the next time then. Video. But yeah, when I first saw this, I actually screamed and then started crying, and then I fell off my chair. I fell off my chair and started crying when I first read this because it was scary. 유튜브는 그 만화 기록이 남아있어서 다행이지만 오리지널은 사라졌으니. That's a shame. Would you feel better if I screamed anyways? Yes! I would feel better if you got scared anyways. I got a heart attack when my Korean friend showed it to me. But yeah, that is a classic. I honestly would put that in here if I could have. I honestly would have put that over here if I could have, because it's a freaking classic and it's amazing. And as much as I hate horror, that like actually got to a lot of people. It probably also traumatized a lot of people, but it's too bad. It's too bad. Definitely too bad. It was like boo, head explosion when it was first a thing. What's the name of it again? It works on webtoon. Wait, but I used webtoon. But then again, I used the Korean webtoon, so it might be different. Wait. The name of it is 잠깐만, 2011년 미스터리 단편 봉천동 Ghost. In English, it's 봉천동 Ghost. You found it working? Wait. No, but it's already ruined. We already ruined. Wait, this story is based on true eyewitness accounts? I just realized this says it's based off of true eye story on true eyewitness accounts. So does that mean it's real? Does that mean it's real? Wait, it works? Where? It's not working here. Will it work here? Does it work on mobile? Does it work on mobile? I don't think it works on mobile. Oh, it kind of works on the mobile, but it's not that great. It's not that great. It's not that great. It's not worth. Man. The movement isn't that great. The movement isn't that great, and but if you guys want to try watching it, it's on the mobile line webtoons. It's on the mobile line webtoons. Like the moving part is kind of on the mobile English line webtoons. Yeah, doesn't work on Naver, but works fine on webtoon if you scroll only. But the movement is kind of ruined, anyways. Yeah, the movement and the speed and the timing is kind of bad. So yeah. If you guys just look at YouTube videos or something. Look at YouTube videos or something, or maybe you guys can give each other the links to it if you guys ever find like the original version of it. But yeah, and then that's all I have for today. I have like way more recommendations, honestly. I have way more recommendations, but I don't really have the time to get through everything. Give me a second. Yeah, I don't have the time to get through everything right now because I kind of have stuff to do tomorrow. I have a lot of stuff to do tomorrow, so I probably need to end it here. I probably need to end it here. 8 p.m. Yeah. And so yeah, I'll end it here. I'm sorry if I kind of trashed on your favorite manhwas. Quick question: who is your favorite Grand Blue character? Vera! If we're talking about girls. I like Vera if we're talking about girls. I like Lancelot if we're talking about guys. I really enjoyed the stream. Thank you. I have like way more recommendations than web novels. Web novels. Also, let me say this really quick because I forgot a $100 dono from yesterday. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize this was from that day. I thought this was from the previous day for some reason. So I'm sorry. But Eagle Heart Hellsmate, thank you for the $100. It's not a kill steal. It's a murder assist. Thank you. Yeah, web novels would definitely be cool to review. I really like a lot of web novels, so yeah, maybe one day when we get the time. I don't know if I can end up doing it on I don't know if I can do that on a Monday though. It might be kind of hard to do on a Monday. But I usually do those kind of things on a Monday, so we'll see. And then there isn't this shouldn't take that long, so I'm just gonna speed through it. Level 201, take $2 to 20 minutes in, and we just get the first rating. 90D, take $9.99. How much of this will be on the test, ma'am? Everything. And then Raptor X2, take $5. I just got here. Did the beginning after the end make this list? No, but I can talk about it next time when I have more time. And then from the fog, take $2. Have you read Barbarian Quest? The art is great. I've never read it, but I'll go read it. The Val Delinquent for $5. Airi, what a joy to get home from work to find you still streaming. IDK what a manhwa is, but I'm just glad to be here. Manhwa is like a Korean manga, basically. Manhwa is like a Korean manga. Korean comic. And then, Sunny, thank you for $5. Hey, anyway, hey Airi, I hope I'm not too late. I know we've got a fantastic stream ahead of us, and I really hope I haven't missed too much. Let's go. No, we're done. We're done. Okay, and now I need to go to sleep because I kind of went too long on this. I didn't expect to go like over 3.5 hours on this. I need to do the sleepy sleep. I need to do the sleepy sleep. It's late. Say take everyone give the membership. And then just FYI, I'm gonna be streaming Valentine's technically tomorrow, but it's gonna be on Twitch, and it's not really Valentine's Day. It's more of a Singles Awareness Day stream. It's more of a Singles Awareness Day stream, and we're just gonna be trolling Valentine's Day with the freaking KFC man. We'll be trolling KFC man. Everybody, it's okay. Everybody else is probably gonna be enjoying their Valentine's Day stuff, so let's go Single Awareness Day, Ikase! But yeah, tomorrow it's gonna be on Twitch, just FYI. We haven't been on Twitch in a while, so let's see what happens there. And I know time zone difference, but happy Singles Awareness Day for those of you who has like earlier thing. And also something might be dropping soon for Valentine's Day. Something might be dropping soon for Valentine's Day. This voice line is still in progress. I'm not gonna say what it is, but you guys will find out soon. Beep. Wait. Are they? Okay, wait. Let me guess again. Time. Wait. Okay, so it's gonna be happening within the next how many hours? Within the next 14 hours, there's gonna be several things that's gonna be happening. Within the next 14 hours, there's gonna be several things that's gonna be happening. So I hope you guys are looking forward to it. And enjoy when it comes out. Yeah? But otherwise, I'll see you guys on Twitch after everything happens. We can talk about it on Twitch when it comes to it. And for now, adieu to Airi. Bye-bye.